of great action. We're going to start off at 106 pounds, where we have number 4 seed Nico DeSalvo out of Southeast Polk taking on number 3 seed Weston Porter of Lewis Central. What are you thinking tonight, Kyvan?
I think we're in for fireworks. Fireworks. That's all I can, Alicia Keys fireworks, right? So
right.
I'm excited.
We obviously had a lot of action. We're on day 4 of this wonderful tournament, and this is the cream of the crop, the two that rise to the top at 106 pounds. DeSalvo has gotten here with the 7-4 decision over Dylan Munson of Cedar Rapids Prairie, a 5-3 decision over Jack Walcott of Dowling, and a fall in the first round over Kent Montgomery of Newton. We've got nothing. We're 30 seconds into the first period, and we have no score.
Yeah, nice misdirection right there, opportunity for DeSalvo. But it's really exciting to see just the level of skill. Ice.
It's unbelievable how good these young kids are coming in anymore. Credit the club coaches who have a few on later tonight.
Yeah, it's amazing. Right there. Nice takedown awarded for DeSalvo. And, I think one of the best things is, obviously there's no riding time, in high school wrestling, but he just snapped, arm drag, ran down the leg, adjusts, elevates the leg, and gets that takedown. That was beautiful wrestling right there.
Yeah, it stayed with it through a couple decent defense from Weston, and then was able to come out on top. We're down to 30 seconds in the first period. DeSalvo's going to take a 2-0 lead into the waning seconds of the first period. Porter finds himself here in this final with a 44-second fall over Trace Ryle of Fort Dodge, a 3-2 decision over Ben Walsh of Ankeny, and an 8-6 decision over Crew Christensen of Waukee Northwest. And we're going to head to the second period. 2-0 in favor of Nico DeSalvo. Porter's going to get his choice here.
And that's always an interesting point in the match, right? Like, you're down 2-0. You got rode for maybe 60, 70 seconds, and then you have the choice. And right there, DeSalvo chooses down. Now he has the opportunity to go up maybe 3 or 4-0.
Yeah, and Porter obviously deferred there first. A lot of times you think you want to score and try to get into the match, but after you get ridden out for a minute, then it becomes a tough decision.
Absolutely. Another beautiful attack right there from DeSalvo. Goes misdirection, get to the point, to the leg, and finishes quickly after he goes like cradle action. And Porter didn't have anything for that opportunity.
Yeah, so he's got a 5-0 lead right now. Feeling pretty good, but we've seen 5-0 leads slip away very quickly in this tournament over the last 3 days. So
yeah, we definitely saw one yesterday for sure.
Absolutely.
Heartbreaker. For one, hero moment for another. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we've been over that over and over again. That's a great thing about sports in general. Obviously, there's a winner on paper, and then there's a winner on when it's played out, and sometimes that isn't always the same thing.
Absolutely.
Looks like Weston Porter in his free time is one heck of a horseshoe player. According to his info sheet here.
Yeah.
I'll remember that if I ever run into him on the horseshoe course.
Nice turn right there from DeSalvo. Goes that cross wrist, roll through tilt, gets his 2 near fall points, and he's really opening it wide up.
Yeah, that little tilt right there is kind of dominating high school wrestling right now. There's probably a guy from Black and Gold that we can credit for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Spencer Lee did an amazing job. Technically, just I think up in the game for the youth, and so that's awesome. But then, like, you think about it. So the first time I met Nico, and now right here, Porter's gonna want to keep that elevated. Probably wants to just take the one.
Oh, nice job out of DeSalvo to sneak back around.
Beautiful job.
And we're 10 seconds in the period. Those are, you want to score points, and you want to not give up points at the end of the period, because those are points you can't get back, or you know. And DeSalvo did a great job of salvaging that potential point.
Gonna go neutral from Porter. And the first time I met DeSalvo, nice misdirection in, gets the leg. Porter trying to cut the corner, extends it. DeSalvo's hands come unlocked. Porter's gonna have to really run down that, turn that right hip over, and run down that leg. But he's kind of in a stalemate situation right here. He's not moving, so yeah, we're gonna get a stalemate. But it was 2019. I went down to do a camp for Ryak Finch in Louisiana.
Yep.
And Nico was down there at that time.
Oh,
I know
right.
I know he spent some time in a few different places, but he's really come along really nicely.
Yeah, he's cruising right here. He's got a 7-0 lead with just under 90 seconds left in the third period, and all things pointing toward this young man becoming a freshman state champion at 106 pounds. But let's knock on wood, because we still have a minute and 20 seconds left as he gets another takedown, increasing his lead to 9-0.
And I think the beautiful thing is he's still looking to score. He's really working to dominate. And if you wanna see someone that's looking to dominate, you can go follow him at Nico_SEP_IAWC as he's looking for this cradle opportunity. And you can tell the energy in Wells Fargo Arena right now is at a high level.
We've got a match in the 1A mat where there's a lot going on over there right now.
10-0 right now for Nico DeSalvo. A minute left in the state finals. He is a freshman under Coach Jake Agnes and Sam Lloyd at Southeast Polk, as he's looking to get a turn right here. And now he gets it with the bar arm, cross wrist, 3 points awarded, 13-0 for Nico DeSalvo, trying to build for the Tech Fall. And the undefeated season of Weston Porter is going to end with a 33-1. Nico DeSalvo is going to go to 38-1 and going to be your 106-pound 3A state champion. Congratulations, Nico DeSalvo of Southeast Polk.
Yeah, obviously a storied program there, trying to do some big things tonight. I know their goal is to break the all-time scoring record set by Waverly Shell Rock at 225 points.
Please welcome to the match our championship matchups at 113 pounds. For Class 3A, Alexander Pierce, Iowa City West, Tyler Harper, Norwalk. Class 1A, 113, Jason Shirk, Wilton, Gavin Landers of Denver. Class 2A, 113 pounds, Greg Mendoza, Union, Park City.
All right, everybody, we're back at 113 pounds. We have #1 seed Alexander Pierce out of Iowa City West taking on #2 seed Tyler Harper out of Norwalk. Harper comes in with a 39-0 record. That's probably up to 42-0 after 3 wins. And Alexander Pierce comes in at a 38-1 record. This is going to be an exciting one. Both of these two were in the finals. This is a rematch of last year's final, I believe.
Nice throw by right there, or shuck by. No points awarded yet. Trying to get that roll out. Great awareness right there from Alexander Pierce, keeping those hands locked until that points were awarded right there.
Yeah, Harper's going to want to get to his feet. He's really dangerous in that front headlock dresser dump situation. Got to fall in the semis with that. And if you remember from last year, got a pretty big fall in the semis over Southeast Coast Carter Pearson with the same move. So I'm sure Alexander is well aware of that. And, he's going to do everything he can to stay out of that position. Here he is.
And he works really hard. Nice. Nothing. Great way to keep competing from both of these guys. Harper's going to want to elevate right here. He's going to have to be careful. Pierce wrestles really well on the edge. No points awarded.
No points are awarded on that technique, but Coach Jake Brown out of Norwalk is going to go over and talk to the official to see what he saw versus what the official saw. So, and we're about ready to get back to action here. We have just under a minute to go, and Harper has a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, Harper got to that underhook on that left side of Pierce, and really he faked a single on that near side and then went cross body to that knee tap. Wasn't able to collect the legs. Great wrestling right there from Pierce.
Yep, we have 20 seconds left in the period. Sure, somebody's going to want to work to finish on top here, but we'll see what happens. Pierce comes into this match with a 41-second fall. They fight in 2 5-2 decisions, and Harper comes in with a 44-second fall, a 13-6 decision, and a fall over Isaac Wignall in the semis in 1:25 seconds. Pierce is going to get his choice. He's going to go down right away. Harper's going to cover, and we'll wrestle. Tyler Harper, a 3-time Fargo All-American and a 2023 state finalist.
Nice attack right here from Harper. Looks to turn the corner, but Alexander keeping that leg taken care of. But he goes cradle right here. No points right here. He's going to have to bump him to the hip. Or maybe even throw that. But that's going to, he's got to be careful. And he's getting some bad points. Oh my goodness.
That is tight. I don't know if Pierce is going to get out of this.
He has to fight the hands.
He's got all the time in the world left. 1:20 left on the clock.
Harper's going to want to kick that leg out. But that looks tight. Pierce isn't even attacking the hands. It's going to get tighter if he doesn't start attacking those hands. That arm is starting to get out.
It's going to want to get that bottom knee in the rib cage. Somehow slide Pierce's left shoulder out from on top of his.
Oh my goodness. In the Iowa High School State Final.
Pierce is able to come off. And Harper's going to take a 6-3 lead with 40 seconds left in the period.
This is fireworks. I told you. Did I tell you?
Absolutely, that was great. Oh, he's going to run a half, it looks like, on the far side. Nothing going. Pierce does a good job of working out of that. 30 seconds to go in the frame. Pierce is Harper's working hard on top. Transition wrestling. From a cradle to a half to the bar in the back. Now to a bar arm. Kudos to the Norwalk Warrior wrestler.
10 seconds left. 10.
He's going to want to keep him in balance here. Short time.
In balance.
Last thing you want to do is give him a restart with 6 seconds left. And that is it. We're going to go to the third period. Harper has a 6-3 advantage.
And right here is where the mental comes in, right?
Yeah.
If you're Pierce, you gave up a 6-point move or a 5-point move. Okay, now how do you respond?
Yeah, you got to take a deep breath. You got to regroup. You got 2 minutes left to wrestle. A lot of time left on the clock.
And Pierce looks like he's a little out of it right now, just like focus-wise. But we'll see.
Harper right up to his feet now. Takes a 7-3 advantage. He's got 1:48 left in the match. Tell you what, if I'm Harper, I'm going to keep going at it because that's what's worked for me so far. Last thing he wants to do is take a back seat here. We also defensively, we've seen that come back to haunt people over and over and over again. So
Absolutely. Alexander Pierce started wrestling.
Oh, there it was.
And he looks.
He hit it. Dump to takedown. He takes his lead to 9-3.
Oh my goodness, Dustin Rowland. And I'm not going to tell you guys what was on these sheets, but somebody said the match doesn't matter from last year, and they're wrestling definitely like last year's results don't matter.
Absolutely not.
But that they're bothered by them and they want to make a different statement. So this is awesome to see two young men competing with great intensity and heart. And Harper actually has a documentary coming out about himself that Eric Martinez has been following him in that Norwalk wrestling room. That comes out March 22nd. But man, Tyler Harper is wrestling like he has something to prove. The Little Rock, Arkansas, which is a program that's going crazy at the college level right now. Oh my goodness.
So we have 30 seconds left in the match. Pierce is going to take a stall call here. Harper has a 10-3 advantage, and he's looking pretty confident at this point in time. 15 seconds to go, and we're going to get a stalling on Harper, but you know what? I don't think he minds.
15, nothing big, here we go.
You got the coaches giving the instructions,
Coach
nothing
Brown
big.
and Coach Thompson
the other
over there
coach saying, go get them.
Don't let up.
Should be looking submit mixer right here, Pierce.
Oh.
But Harper.
And that's going to be it. Tyler Harper, 2024 Iowa High School 113-pound state champion. Congratulations to Norwalk, Coach Brown, the Harper family. What a great story this young man has been in this tournament over the last couple of years. Kind of the giant killer a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's Norwalk. They had a state champ last year at heavyweight. Now they got one at 113 pounds. Congratulations.
All righty, we'll be right back with you in just a minute here.
Like they wanted to fall, but it just wasn't there.
Hall of Fame coach Jason Christensen. Congratulations on your induction in the Hall of Fame tonight. Kyvan, go ahead.
Coach, so I've been around you probably since I was in like middle school. While you were coaching, what was your what was it about coaching that drew you to coaching?
Kids, absolutely. Everything's for the kids, and that was kind of my mindset all the way through. Is just try to give kids an opportunity to be successful in the sport of wrestling and to help them grow as people and young men. Now we got young women as well, but I think there's no better sport than wrestling to get those great characteristics of character in a young person.
Absolutely, and you had a few different stops before you ended up at Southeast Polk in 2001, if I'm correct?
Yep, 2001 was my first year at Southeast Polk. I came from Oskaloosa. Before that, in my first job right out of college, my first year was a head coach at Collins Maxwell Baxter. So,
and with that, now coaching career is over technically, right? But we know coaches never stop coaching. What was it like to be honored for the work and the investment of you and your family, your wife, your son? What was that like tonight?
Well, it was emotional for me. The thing most people don't realize is how much your family puts into helping you be successful as a coach. So my wife Jeannie was just amazing. She basically raised Gabe. Any credit that Gabe had on the wrestling mat goes to my wife Jeannie. And Justin Smith, one of my assistant coaches. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what does it mean? Obviously, we talked a little bit about this going in with Corey Clark. Obviously, he wasn't here tonight, but being able to go in with one of the former athletes, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, well, that's really what this whole thing is about. Is those relationships that you build with kids, and then it's pretty special tonight to go in with Corey, but it's also really special that Southeast Polk is locked up a title again, and that's it's about the people that I've worked with, the coaches I surround myself with, and just had a lot of great people that made me look good.
Yeah, you mentioned Southeast Polk tonight. Obviously, you laid the foundation of what that program is today. We know they're chasing the all-time point record. We were talking, is that 225 points?
It is 225.
225, and they're like at 213 or something right now, 12 points away after winning 5 more matches tonight, but it's capable, right, at this point in time?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you have one piece of advice for coaches that are coming up, just starting, what would that be?
Don't give up. Don't get out of the sport. I started out. I won 9 duels in my first 5 years of coaching.
Wow.
And I probably wasn't a very good coach at the time, or people wouldn't think that things would have ended up the way that they did. But you just keep working out, keep taking advantage of opportunities that are in front of you, and good things can happen.
That's awesome. So before we let you go tonight, obviously we talked about your coaching career and being at Southeast Polk. That's obviously over for the high school part of it, but you're still involved with wrestling, being the state chairman for Iowa USA Wrestling. To all the families at home that might be listening, and obviously wrestling and all sports anymore these days are year-round things. So what does USA Wrestling have to offer? Iowa USA Wrestling have to offer that kid that wants to just kind of put that work in and work to be on this level kind of moving forward? What would you give advice to those families at home and how would they go about getting involved?
Well, the membership you can find online, USA Wrestling, but the big thing is we want to inspire
Please welcome to the National Championship matchup at 120 pounds. Class 3A, Carter Pearson, Southeast Hope, Jake Knight, Bedford. Class 1A, Darby Davis,
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at 140 pounds. You're going to strap in. This is going to be an exciting one tonight. We have Jake Knight, the number 2 seed out of Bedford, taking on Carter Pearson, the number 1 seed of Southeast Hope. Pearson comes in with a 38-0 record, and Knight comes in with a 34-1 record. I believe his only loss was to Pearson a couple weeks ago to state duels, which was a fall, but an overtime victory. So, you know, sometimes that can be a little deceiving when it says fall on paper. But that was an overtime match, and, you know, Knight actually had a pretty sweet left-handed headlock as regulation time went out and was not awarded the 2. So we are very excited for this match tonight. What are you looking for in this match, guys?
Well, first I always check out the kicks, right? So you got Adidas versus Nike. So you got the Nike takedown. That was my favorite shoe I was competing outside of the aggressors, Asics aggressors.
Probably the all-time greatest shoe there it is.
It's up there. It's up there for sure. So I'm really excited to see the adjustments since that state dual finals. You know, it was like maybe 3 weeks ago, and see what adjustments will be made.
Yeah, that was I don't know, maybe 5-5 going into the overtime period. Pearson's in on a little outside single right here. Gonna want to kind of elevate. Looks like Knight does a good job of pulling him up to
Yeah, right here, like Pearson's getting to this attack, and so I think the guy that finishes, obviously, I think both of these young men are going to get to the legs. I think whoever finishes more cleanly is going to be the person that makes it happen. So I'm really excited to see it transpire.
I think I might have screwed that up here. I might be just getting onto this pass. So we'll kind of back up a little bit. Sorry about that. We have Carter Pearson, the number 1 seed, 38-0, taking on Jake Knight, the number 2 seed, 34-1. As we mentioned, I heard you talk a little bit about, but Knight's only loss came to Pearson at state duels a couple weeks ago. So we're interested to see how this one turns out. Both of these wrestlers have pretty much controlled their destiny at this point. Pearson with the 107 fall, a 30-second fall, and a 9-1 major decision in the semis, where Knight comes in with a 24-11 decision, a 23-8 technical fall, and a 12-6 decision in the semis. We have no score with just under 30 seconds to go in the first period.
I would say the level of high school wrestling, like we talked about maybe that last match, has just grown overall. The club scene has definitely grown. The ability to watch and find technique easier is much more accessible. And so it's exciting to see the skill level and the technical awareness of these high school student athletes.
Yeah, here we go. We're headed to the second period. We still are scoreless.
Knight, the son of a 4-time Iowa High School state champion, his dad, who is his head coach.
Yeah, Knight, the defending state champion, obviously just a sophomore here. So he's on the same boat too, but obviously has a big match right here before he can worry about any more, that's for sure.
Pearson doing a good job with that near ankle ride, keeping that tied up. Now he gets to the wrist. Great awareness right there from Knight. Gets his left hip down. Pearson doing a great job riding. Probably gonna have to get behind those arms. 80 seconds left in the period. 120-pound final. Pearson working really hard on this top position.
Yeah, he's going to get a stall call against Knight. Actually, that's a stall call on Pearson. Interesting.
I thought he had
I think they made the adjustment.
Oh, okay. That was a warning on red. Okay. And there's the warning on green. Nothing changed since that warning on red.
Yep.
So I can live with that one.
Yeah, for sure. I think that was the correct call.
Yeah.
Initially, or he correct call, but there was just a little bit of a mix-up.
Confusion a little bit.
Yeah, a little confusion. Pearson's doing a masterful job keeping that weight on the hands of Knight. I've seen Knight hit some grandies and things right now, but he hasn't been able to clear that right side ankle, and Pearson is making it hard. As he gets to the sit position, short time, 20 seconds left. Pearson trying to find the way back around the hands. They have to be careful here to watch the roll. They go out of bounds. Great wrestling by both of these young men.
Yeah, that was a great little action there. Right now we have 14 seconds left. We've got official in the center of the mat, Eric Eckerman. We have Ben Marshall over Ben on the outside. Two of the best in the game, so feel pretty good about how this match is going to end up.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of good riding right here. Pearson, he's going to have to make that attempt to return.
That's a great return out of Pearson right there. He probably was a second away from probably getting a stall call there, and that would have been a point. So great adjustment and return by Pearson.
Now he's going to choose the bottom position, has some blood on his lip. Ref's talking to him about it.
I think he's able here just to kind of control himself, and he's getting set. That is a pretty old singlet that Pearson chose to wear tonight. Excuse me, the plaid out of Southern Crook. That's got to be about 2012, 2013, somewhere in there.
Paying homage to the tradition.
Maybe even a little bit older. Knight cuts him, and Pearson takes a 1-0 lead with a minute 46 left. Knight definitely has the kitchen sink you can throw at him here. It's tons of technique, so I'm excited to see what he's going to do here in the last minute 30.
I'm saying he's going single. That's from what I've watched from Knight, his go-to attack is a single. He gets moving pretty heavily. He'll have to be ready for the re-attack. A nice single right there from Pearson. He's going to want to hit that corner pretty heavily.
Pearson's going to want to come around the backside or look to come up. Just kind of hanging there. I'm not sure. He did try to come up there for a little cradle there for a minute, but that kind of gets a little dangerous.
Absolutely. I think Pearson's doing a good job of managing the match right now. He's going to have to be careful. He's doing a good job managing his emotions.
Like I said, Knight extremely explosive. It can hit anything from anywhere at any point in time. So he can lull you to sleep, and then boom, you're on your back, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I seen it. That left-handed headlock.
Oh, it's sick. Pearson got to keep hand fighting here. Remember, both wrestlers have a stall, so that could come into play as well.
I think Pearson's done enough. He's been shooting, so I think he's done enough to keep that, unless he just starts running. I think he's done enough to keep that off. But
oh, there's a little insight.
Right here, gonna have to be careful.
Nice little snap down there off that knee.
Circled back.
He's showing that he's there to wrestle. We have 24 seconds left.
Trying to get on the head, he shoots. Gonna get those hits back. Pearson does. Knight looking to go body lock. Goes overhook. Pearson has to be careful right here. Knight probably look to jump over it. But
that was a nice adjustment to get into the leg there.
Yeah, oh, he's gonna have to be careful. Short time. 3,
2, 1. And Carter Pearson, the 2024 120-pound state champion. That marks two state champions tonight for Southern Crook. They are on a mission to chase down that scoring record. Congratulations to Coach Jake Agnich and the Carter Pearson.
Got it done after some heartbreak. 3rd and 3rd.
Hey, Carter, this way.
head coach of Mullen Wrestling Academy, couple-time state champion. What does Iowa High School State Wrestling Journey mean to you?
It means a lot. A lot of great memories here. As soon as I walk down here, I get those goosebumps again. Like I was just here yesterday, so it's a bunch of great memories.
So tell us about your club you got going. What do you have guys for guys wrestling tonight? And
Yes. So we just had our first state champion, Tyler Harper.
yeah, congratulations. That's great. What a story he's been.
Yes, man. He's a great wrestler, great kid. I wish I had 20 more of those kids in the room. It's great wrestling. But yeah. Program's been established 5 years ago. We got 7 finalists today. We had 18 semis the other night. We're doing great things. Trust the process, buy in, and just work hard.
Sounds good.
So TJ, I'm an Instagram guy, so I just saw the other day that you guys are now having girls only practice, I believe?
Yes, correct. Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
More opportunities for the club and for girls as well. One of my best wrestlers is Skylar Slade. She's a U15 world champ, and I know there's other girls can also get the opportunity. And I want to coach those girls up and do those things with them.
That's awesome. And so what pulled you to the club route versus like high school or college? Because you have the credentials and the ability to do all of that. So what pulled you that way?
Right. So when I was coaching college wrestling down in Kentucky at Campbellsville University, me and my wife, our first daughter was coming, and we decided to move back home, get closer to family. I guess the reason why I did clubs, I love coaching youth, I love coaching kids, and you get to coach those kids a little bit longer than you do in high school and college. So I like to coach a kid from the ground up and say, I did that, I made that kid.
Absolutely. So how many kids you have in your club? We're just going to talk about this on the way here.
Right now, if we had women's, my goal is to have about 130, 140 total.
Okay.
That's from youth to high school.
Okay. So what age do you start? What age do kids in club wrestling start?
So right now we have kids in kindergarten all the way to seniors in high school.
So do you have you separate by
Yes, I have to separate
age or
skill set, more likely. So they can be a really good third grader and he can wrestle with the eighth graders. It's just as a kid able to be coachable. Can he drill? Can he do the things that we're teaching at this level? So there's some kids who are in this group and there's some kids who are other group. It depends on skill set.
Absolutely. Well, TJ, congratulations on your first state champ. Yeah, super awesome.
Thank you.
Can you speak about a little bit what you do in the summer? Because I know you work with Iowa USA Wrestling, and what's that done for your club as well?
Yes. Once I went full time doing my club, great things have happened. I'm a prime example of it. When I went full time and started doing wrestling freestyle and Greco, my skills, my arsenal just exploded. I was more of a multi-verse wrestler instead of one-dimensional. And I always tell my kids, summer wrestling makes world champions. And it's proven this right there.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, TJ. Appreciate it. Good luck to your club. Good luck to the rest of the guys you have wrestling tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good night.
Yes.
here at the championship matchups at 126 pounds. Class 3A, Kovacs Christensen, walking in the west. Timothy Kessler, Rochester. Class 1A, Jesse Lewis, West Seaboard. Mark Forrest, Cascade. Class 2A, Chase Keeman, Union, Port City. Carson Doolittle, Webster City.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We're here at 126 pounds. Trying to reel back late with you. We have number 1 seed, Kovacs Christensen, out of Rocky Northwest, comes in with a 33-1 record in the tournament, taking on T.D. Kester, who comes out with a 43-1 record. This is going to be a great match right here.
Yeah, I'm super excited from this. There's both of these guys have won state titles, and now you have an opportunity in the finals to stop another person that has won before, and it's going to be some really good wrestling.
Yeah, I can't remember. Is this a rematch from last? No, Kester got beat by somebody in the semis last year. Oh, there's a nice little carry from and he's got Christensen in trouble. Didn't get any back points there.
Yeah, beautiful jump right there.
Look the leg! Turn! Lift at the knee! At the knee! Lift it again!
Kester's one tough son of a gun, man.
Yeah, again, it's something that you got to reiterate. The level of wrestling in the state of Iowa has grown tremendously. Like when I was coming up, I think Pablo Ubasa might have been one of the first clubs, like privately owned clubs, and now you have Sibo, you have Ubasa still, you have Moen, you have Big Game, you have Immortal, you got DC Elite, you have so many opportunities for nice opportunity right here from Christensen, looking for a reversal. Riding time isn't a factor, so you can work as long as you want to try to get that reversal. I think that's important right here for our fans at home to be aware of. Gets the reversal right there. Christensen, 2-2 match. Short time left. You want to ride right here. Short time, he's going to have to make an effort. And he gets hit with the stall call.
Yeah, Kester's still got some time to score right here. 6 seconds, all time in the world. That's a tough break there for Christensen.
I think you take that stall call.
Cut out! 1, time! Up to your feet,
And Coach Volmecki's done a great job with Kovacs Christensen and this Walkie Northwest program. Obviously, Walkie split a few years ago from just the one high school. Now they have Walkie, coached by John Meeks, and Walkie Northwest, coached by Mr. Volmecki, and he's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, he's had a lot of state champions over the last couple of years. One of your teammates in the corner there with Coach Volmecki?
Yeah, Kyle Larson.
25-pounder.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the stalemate call there.
Christensen gonna have to be careful here, just like you said. We had that stall call at the end of that first period.
Yeah, well, we did it again. We got to get our mics right here. I apologize. Just getting back with you. We've got Kovacs Christensen, the number 1 seed, taking on number 2 seed, Timothy Kester at 126 pounds. Right now, we currently have a 2-2 score. Kester is on bottom. Christensen with the green ankle band, riding tough here for the first 40 seconds. It looks like Kester is up to his feet and trying to kick out. Nothing going. Nice return by Christensen.
And you always like to see these student athletes, especially these ones that you know probably have intention to wrestle on the college level. Kovacs Christensen is going to be heading to the University of Oklahoma to wrestle for Roger Kish next year. And I'm excited to watch him develop in that Big 12 system.
right, we're going to go out of bounds. Kester still in the bottom position. We got 42 seconds left in the period.
Push it!
He's doing a masterful job in this top position, extending and keeping Kester spread out. Throws in that leg and continues. You see how he continues to jump sides? It's just really great job keeping Kester off balance.
Yeah, a lot of movement. 30 seconds. Kester doing a great job of staying up on his feet. Oh, nice little crab return. Coach Knight wanting a locked hands call there, but not going to get it. There's going to be a one, if not more. There's one for Kester.
That was close.
Yeah, that was dangerous. Anytime you wrestle on your rear end, that's not a good place to be.
Definitely not good. Great recovery by Kofax Christensen.
We're headed to third period. Christensen's choice. He's going to choose down now. Like I said, Kester in the advantage, 3-2. We're headed toward another knotted up match that's going to come down to the last takedown.
I'm excited because Christensen had a reversal, and so it'll be interesting to see how things play out.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a takedown. He has a reversal, folks at home, remember? And so what is going to happen here after Kester gets on top, has him straightened out a little bit, and is attacking that wrist heavily?
Well, as long as Kester keeps him on his belly, he doesn't have much to worry about. There's a stall warning on Christensen. Kester's going to take a 4-2 lead now.
Huge stall call right there. Kofax gonna have to figure some things out. He's gonna what he wants to do right here is sit that right hip down and get to that sit-out position. But Kester really working on that arm.
Nothing here. Kofax throws the leg over. Might be looking for a reversal. Gets the one.
And we're knotted at 3.
Nope, 4-3.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about the stall call. 4-3 in favor of Kester. 45 seconds to go in the match.
And you called it, Dustin. You said that might be a tough situation when that happened earlier in the match. I didn't think it was going to come back in the way that it did, but you called it.
Yeah, that was, you know, that's part of the match, part of the game. And Christensen's in deep here. Kester takes a set from the outside to the inside. He's around the corner. 20 seconds left.
He's going to want to get up to his feet and maybe limp arm it.
Oh, Kester kind of comes out. We're back on our feet. Nothing showing. 10 seconds left. And we're down to under 5. This match looks like it's going to go in favor of the Bettendorf wrestler, Timothy Kester. Congratulations to Bettendorf and Timothy Kester, 2024 Iowa High School State Champion, 126 pounds.
Timothy Kester gets it done. Big win for him, winning a state title.
We'll be right back with you, bringing on our next guest here shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention to the world standard in the area. Presenting class 20,
Alrighty, everybody, we're here with legendary Iowa High School Club coach Pablo Ubasa, also known as the godfather of club wrestling in Iowa. Talk a little bit about, you're from Hawaii, obviously, so you didn't wrestle in this tournament in high school, but you've coached a lot of kids that have, and a lot of kids that have been successful in this tournament. So what does it mean to you to come out here every year and watch your kids have success out on these mats?
This is crazy. It's like I coach Kyvan, and he knows how it feels, but it's like I've been coaching for 30 years, and it's always the same. Nothing changes. It's like, I tell the kids it's better than taking drugs. Don't ever take drugs. You wrestle, and this is the best feeling ever.
Yeah, so Kyvan said one of your club coaches here growing up.
He put me in the corner with Matt McDonough. He put me in the corner with Matt McDonough, and that's the crazy thing. Is like Matt and Matt and I were.
Guys.
Yeah,
we were. Nobody. What's like they're outsiders. Him and McDonough, right?
Yeah, because we weren't the best kids. Like me and Matt and I were trying to get better, right? So we came to you, and that was the Hawkeye Kids Club at the time. And I just remember Matt and I wrestled each other, because anytime we wrestled anybody else, you had St. John. Derek St. John, you had Nick Moore, you had Nate Moore, you had the Carews, you had Long, and we could not really even score against them. But then the thing is, sticking with you really catapulted us, in my opinion, because we had the best careers, longevity-wise, if you look at it. But
the thing was like I can't even remember. You were so scared of wrestling, but then you put people on their backs. I know that one match. I don't know. You put the kid like 2 or 3 from you're down south, and then this kind of get you. You're all pumped up and stuff like that, and you're like, but then you build yourself, right? And that's what it is. The coaching is. It's not about the good kids. It's about the kids that need help. Yeah, and that's where I thrive on. Right?
So before we get going here, tell us a little bit about your club and what you got going on, and where someone can find some info about it.
We got 3 sites, Iowa City, kind of going downhill, but we're trying to revive that. And then I got 1 site in Perry and then 1 site in Des Moines.
Okay. So how would a kid get involved if they were interested?
UbasaTrain.com.
All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate having you.
All right.
Appreciate your time.
All right, buddy. Love you.
yeah, love you too, Pablo. Take care.
Yeah.
Class 3A, 120-pound champion from Southeast Flow, Carter Houston.
Alrighty, everybody, we're back here at 132 pounds. I'm Dustin Rowan alongside Kyvan Gatson. We're ready to watch Jace Luna, another Bettendorf wrestler, do battle tonight against Cale Seaton out of Iowa City High. Seaton, the number 2 seed, comes in with a 33-1 record, where Luna, the number 1 seed, comes in with a 44-3 record. We are ready to go, underway here in just a second. Kyvan, what do we got in this matchup?
I think you got 2 guys that are really, really skilled. One going to St. Cloud State and Jace Luna from Bettendorf. And then you have Cale Seaton, who won a nail biter last year in, I would say, very adverse conditions.
Yeah.
And is going to wrestle at South Dakota State University for Damian Hahn and company. And I'm really excited to see how these young people's careers continue to develop and advance.
Yeah, you can see the heavy knee brace there on Seaton. We were under the impression last year at this point in time that was a knee injury that had happened throughout the season. He opted to, wrestle through the season before getting that thing fixed. And like we said, kind of a storybook ending there on that season to win a state title with a torn ACL and come back and get that thing fixed. And now ready to compete as a senior with a big knee brace. So, quite the warrior there we have, but obviously Jace Luna doesn't care.
Absolutely. And nor should he. And like one of the things I do want to see, I hope some of these wrestlers that do have some injuries that they're dealing with, I hope they take the time after the season, especially if they're already committed, to get really healthy and go into their college careers healthy. Because I feel like for myself, and this is just me talking from my experience and my lens.
Right on the whistle. They're going to get a caution. Oh, he called the other whistle. No caution. No caution.
I want to see them take that time and really get healthy so that they can really pour into themselves as college wrestlers and develop.
Yeah, I mean, you know better than everybody the grind that college wrestling takes on you. So if you go in banged up without taking care of yourself, you're just making that road a lot more difficult.
Absolutely. I wish more people maybe had that foresight. Like Yanni Diakomahalis. He could have been going for his 5th New York high school state title, took a year off, got himself healthy, and then he won 4 NCAA titles, you know?
Right.
So I would love for people to have that foresight.
Yeah, I mean, and you see that in youth wrestling a lot too, right? Like kids and their parents, they want them to get 150 matches, 200 matches a year. I'm like, man, by the time you're a freshman in college, you're going to wish you back that off to about 50 matches a year. So
Absolutely.
If that many at a young age.
If that many, absolutely, I agree.
So here we go. We got both wrestlers filling each other out. Luna with the inside. Oh, there's Seaton with kind of a little sweep single attempt. Luna kind of a little arm drag there and doesn't score anything, but frees himself from danger.
Absolutely. Seaton does a really good job with his level change, getting to that ankle. I'd like to see him maybe this is what he's doing, setting up the opportunity to go to that level change, low single, and come back to the other side. I'd love to see him start to use that as a misdirection setup because he goes to that right leg of Luna a lot.
Yeah, both the wrestlers here tonight are seniors. Luna with a 3-2 decision over Ryan Ryder in the semis, and a 7-4 decision in the quarters, and a first-round technical fall over Esser of DCG, whereas Seaton comes in with a 7-2 semifinal victory over Connor Pfizer of Bondurant Farrar in the semis. A 3-minute, 30-second period fall in the quarters, and a 22-7 technical fall in round 1. So both these boys putting up some points here this weekend, and here we are, 2 seniors wrestling it out on the last match of their careers. We are headed to second period, scoreless, 0-0. Seaton is in the bottom position, but quickly up to his feet and out for 1.
Yeah, Seaton continues to drop to that side. Haven't seen a lot from Luna, but he does a really good job with that right arm. His right arm is really his attack hand, and he goes to that sweep, but we haven't seen him really mix it up a ton yet.
About a minute and a half left. Both wrestlers still kind of filling each other out. Both of them have made a couple attempts. Seaton probably has been the little bit more of an aggressor, but Luna has had some nice answers to his attacks.
Going to change the direction right there from Luna. Both of these young men started wrestling in kindergarten. Both of them have the same story. A friend got them involved in the sport of wrestling, so they don't have a bunch of like family ties. Shot right there from Luna, defended nicely by Seaton. Both of them are 4-time Iowa High School Athletic Association place winners. Luna 7th, 7th, and 3rd last year. Seaton 3rd, and then 1st last year.
A couple nice resumes right there.
Absolutely.
Anytime you get to wrestle on the last day of whatever competition that you're competing in, you're doing something right.
Absolutely. And like, you love to see that because there's a lot of investment from the families. Nice shot right there. Seaton gets to that single, looks to crawl up and gets this nice job right there from Luna. He extends the position.
Yeah, his defense has been clutch here tonight.
Seaton thinking the right way, definitely score at the end of the period. Wasn't able to sneak out of the period with that, but
Luna chooses down to start the third. Seaton's gonna give him that escape point and say, let's start on our feet. And he goes back to that low single action, looking to pull himself in.
Alrighty, so we're underway in the third frame, and once again knotted at 1. Both wrestlers on their feet. Neither one has had a stall call yet, so hopefully that won't have to be a factor at any point in time.
Yeah. How do you feel about stalling?
I mean, that's kind of a loaded question, but I don't like it.
Just like the premise of like stalling, because like there's no stalling in other sports.
Yeah. So I mean, I think as we say it, Luna picks up a stall warning. Another shot out of Seaton. I don't know. That's probably all right warning right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Seaton's been on the legs 3-4 times
for sure,
and Luna's been the defensive wrestler. Nice little adjustment there by Seaton. That was almost dangerous for him. Luna gonna come up. Luna was in pretty good position right there.
And he circles around and gets a takedown. Great job by Seaton. Kept his hips higher and was able to solidify that takedown. But the match is not over yet, folks. 40 seconds left. Luna on bottom looking for a switch right there.
30 seconds left in the match.
Break his hips. You got 25.
But Seaton doing a great job of keeping Luna on his head. But Luna's gonna get away. 20 seconds left. What's your go-to attack? Can you score?
Yeah, here we go, 15. No warning yet for Seaton, so he's in great shape. There's a shot. As long as he can stay in that front headlock, we're down to 5 seconds. And Kel Seaton, going to be a 2-time state champion and a 2024 Iowa High School state champion at 132 pounds. Congratulations to that young man who has been quite the story over the last couple years. Congratulations, Kel Seaton and the Iowa City High Wrestling family. We'll be right back with you.
You would please direct your attention to the New York State area at the north end of the arena. Presenting the class 20 award of 126.
All right, everybody, we're here with 3A 2024 Iowa High School Coach of the Year, Clint Manny, out of Indianola, Iowa. Talk to us a little bit about your season and what it means to be awarded the Coach of the Year by your peers.
Like you said, it's voted on by the peers, and that's why I take a lot of pride in that award, because I got a ton of respect for the IWCOA board members, the other coaches in this state. It's just a rich tradition and something I'm very, very proud to be a part of.
That's great to hear. Obviously, we know that's not a, you didn't do that alone. So talk a little bit about your help and your support system.
Indianola is a small community, man, and it's a homegrown community that we're very, very proud of. Our team this year, bringing all 14 guys down to the state tournament, is a testament to an idea that Matt Young, Jeremy Whalen, Jared Downey, Matt Pontier, those guys started these guys when they were in kindergarten, and they've wrestled together all the way through. It's just a community team that we're very well supported.
Absolutely. And you started off as a college coach, right?
Yeah.
Simpson, right?
Yeah, I wrestled at Simpson and it's never left anymore.
Yeah. And so what was that transition like going from college to high school? Resources, time, energy, investment, support. What was that transition like for you?
Really, I've always known the Indianola community. I mean, I grew up in Winterset, just down the road, and that's kind of why I chose Simpson as my college choice. It was close to home, and Ron Peterson had a great thing going when I went there. And then when Matt Young called me and said he was considering stepping down at the time, I couldn't believe it, honestly, because he's worked so hard and has done so much for that team. But it was a great opportunity for me at the time of my life, starting my own family. We bought some acres outside of town, and it was perfect timing for me and not have to recruit and travel and be gone as much. And it's really been a blessing for me and my family. I couldn't be happier.
That's awesome.
So before we let you go here, talk to us a little bit about your tournament this year and your team and how things have shaped up for you.
Looking at the team race and all that stuff, we just don't have the big guns like some of these high-level teams. Man. The quality of wrestling in 3A in Iowa right now is as good as I've seen it in my 15 years of really following it closely. We've got 14 guys that come and fight every single day. We didn't score a ton of points individually. Our highest place finisher, Matt Crossan, took third. But across the board, guys, we're scoring us team points, and it put us in the top 10. We've got all point scorers coming back, except for 3. We had 6 freshmen.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got a whole heap of freshmen, right?
Great experience here having matches.
Class 3A, Carter Freeman, Joaquin Northwest, Troy Davidson, and Fort Dodge. Class 1A, Blake Allen.
All right, everybody, we are here at 138 pounds, where we have number 1 seed Carter Freeman wrestling Corey Davidson out of Fort Dodge. Number 2 seed comes in with a 41-2 record. Both of these wrestlers have split this season, each of them taking one away from the other. Obviously, the big storyline here is Carter Freeman looking to capture his 4th state title. A very select club, one of which we're going to talk to here at the end of this match. But right now, the spotlight is on Carter Freeman. What do you think? What's your thoughts, Kyvan?
I'm excited to see how you manage the motions. You know, like the last couple of years, we've seen nice single right there from Freeman. Goes back to the leg. Davidson, great defense, but just the managing of the emotions when you're going for that 4th state title, and I'm excited to get some insight from one of those 4-timers after this match. But it's just
something I can't relate to, right?
Right. Yeah. Not even close.
You know, so it's exciting to learn more about like how these young student athletes, especially in today's space, manage those things.
Well, we talked about the competition across the board just being razor thin, right? From one wrestler to the other. So we've already seen one wrestler this tournament who is seeking his 4th state title go down. We've seen it. We've sat here in this chair and watched it over the last couple of years happen a couple different times. So, you know, what do you think? Again, we said we don't know. But what do you think is the key to taking care of business here tonight for a guy that's looking for his 3rd state title?
I think it's
4th state title.
Yeah, I think it's emotional intelligence.
Right.
I'm a big emotional intelligence guy. I've read, you know, the Ruler Method by Dr. Martin Brackett out of the Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence, and I feel like that's really like the key to building yourself into a success, not just in wrestling but in life, is your ability to manage your emotions and not succumb to your feelings, because we all have those feelings, or that fatigue hits, that anger, those things set in. But if we allow that to dictate who we are and our character, then we're going to struggle probably in life.
Yeah, that's great. That's some great words right there. Davidson gets the flip, and he's going to choose to go down in the 2nd frame. He's going to get set. We're going to get ready to go here. Freeman looks like a big 38-pounder.
Yeah, he looks huge. I wonder how much he cuts. And I wonder what weight he's going to wrestle at for you and I.
Well, how about this? I wonder what he weighs right now.
That was morning weigh-in, right?
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock or whatever. Yeah, because wrestling started at 9, so obviously, you know, Davidson might be carrying weight too. He just doesn't look as big as Freeman, but you got to assume the last 2 times they wrestled, he's probably 5, 6, 7, 8 pounds bigger than what he was at that point in time. So we'll see if that plays a factor too as time goes on here in this match.
Absolutely. Like I talked to Jordan Oliver when he was making 133. My man said he wrestled in the NCAA finals at like 150, 160. Like I was like, what?
And that too is an hour away, and that's just unheard of, you know?
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy.
Oh, nice little whip by Freeman, but Davidson giving him lots of trouble there when he's in deep.
Absolutely. Davidson, I really like watching his style this year. He's kind of like, is in like a glow-up, I would say, in my opinion. Really came on really strong at the Council Bluffs Classic this year, knocking off Freeman. And that's that one lone loss for Freeman this year, and so I'm really, man, it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, like I said, these two split already this season. We are down to 30 seconds in the 2nd period. Davidson currently with the 1-0 advantage.
Yeah, and the other one was that match at the Ed Winger. I got to commentate that one.
Okay.
And it was a really, I would say, pretty controlled match from Freeman. But Freeman doing a good job. Like, so this is what I'm enjoying watching, because Freeman's wrestling this as if it's like a college match.
Yeah.
And in college, that might have been, you got hit, right?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, basically in college, anytime you back off, you're getting hit.
Yeah, back off, go off the mat, and so it'll be interesting to see the adjustments.
Yeah, I mean, you asked about stalling a little bit earlier. It'd be interesting to see that in high school. I mean, that would change a lot of things. You know, we talk about no other sport having stalling, but, you know, I guess there's soccer out there, sports where there's not a whole lot of scoring involved, you know.
And it's like one of the most popular sports in the world.
Yeah, right? And we struggle, you know, and we struggle. Especially in the U.S., maybe not so much in other parts of the world. There's Freeman out for his one, nodding the score at 1-1.
And so Davidson, in my opinion, is really going to have to close the distance and close that gap and get his like head-to-head and then look for his offense. Has some really good family ties.
Yeah, we haven't seen Davidson threaten Freeman yet. But, again, things can change very quickly in these matches.
And Carter Freeman's going to go.
Ooh, nice little arm drag. Followed up with a shot. He's going for it. He's not going to sit back and wonder, what if I didn't? That's for sure.
Absolutely. Freeman is going to wrestle for Doug Schwab and staff in Cedar Falls and become a UNI Panther.
Some fans didn't like that stalemate as Freeman just kind of didn't shut by. 50 seconds left.
It's who is going to go take it?
Yeah, one good takedown here, one good shot's going to do it. We've got no stall calls, to my knowledge.
No stall calls.
So hopefully we're going to get to see this match unfold without the impact of a stall warning here.
Freeman moving forward. Did a good job mixing matches.
Davidson has some really nice defense. How he was able to get his feet back out from underneath him. People are yelling too, but that's nowhere near to.
You know, fans like to get excited.
Yeah.
But
oh man.
Freeman looking for the opportunity, trying to create and not overextend himself with that overtie shove.
Freeman is definitely giving him the opportunity here to score at all costs. Again, Davidson has not really shown a whole lot here offensively as far as threatening Freeman. But those are the scary ones though, huh?
It can be for sure. Because then right here, boom, he goes and looks to get to the leg, gets to it, looking to pull it up. Freeman trying to extend it, but he gets his hands locked. Davidson does. Freeman hitting it really hard, but Davidson has it locked. He's able to defend it. Good hits. Now Freeman looking for an opportunity.
Both of these wrestlers.
Good match.
Man, not the right time. They're wanting a stall call. That's not the right time. He was just in on a great shot, threatening. So no chance at all. There's a stall call.
We got some blood on the lip of Freeman getting cleaned up. Freeman, All-State academic student, also on the student council. Davidson was 3 or 4 years old and his uncles and cousins inspired him to wrestle. One of those cousins is Drake Ayala, and he is wrestling at the University of Iowa at 125 pounds, has been ranked as high as #1 this year.
We are about ready, set to go here. We've got official in the middle of the circle, Scott Whitehill of Mason City. He's being seconded by Lanny Brand of Altoona. Again, obviously in this level of match, you've got some high-level officials here. So super excited to see, again. Oh, there's Freeman in another shot. Oh man, Davidson.
And they're doing redrags. And
holy cow! What?
Oh, someone's what? They're going body.
This is unbelievable.
There go. He looks to step around it. He looks to throw. He throws it. Nothing yet. And he gets it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A heart is broken.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But congratulations again. It's bad on one end, and it's thrilling on the other end. Fort Dodge couldn't be happier. Congratulations to Fort Dodge. There's a young man out there in the center of the mat who just had his, his heart broken and his dreams crushed. But you know what? This is a cruel sport. We have no doubt in my mind that he'll rebound, and he's got one heck of a college career ahead of him. So congratulations to Corey Davidson of Fort Dodge. Our hearts go out to Carter Freeman and the Milwaukee Northwest family. We'll be right back with you in a minute.
You hurt my leg band.
All right, everybody, we are back. Man, kind of at a loss of words after that match. Obviously, a young man going for his fourth state title just get beat. We have a young gentleman joining us here who knows exactly what the feeling is like coming into a match like that and able to accomplish, the greatest feat in our sport, winning 4 state titles, being undefeated along the way. John Meeks, talk to us a little bit about your experience winning 4, how you stopped something like that happening at the end of your career. Obviously, one heck of a career. So talk a little bit about what that means to you.
Yeah, it was more like when you're wrestling, you got to be composed in this kind of environment. You look up a little bit, you can get a little bit of butterflies and whatnot. So, you just got to stay more composed and just wrestle through the moment. Wrestle through the moment. Take one takedown at a time, one period at a time, and you should be fine.
So I talked a little bit about your high school career. What I didn't mention was congratulations tonight being inducted in with a bunch of other 4-timers into the Iowa High School Wrestling Hall of Fame. Very elite, spectacular group there. So talk about what that means to have your family here. I know your dad was here, your wife and kids. So what does that mean to you? Obviously, they didn't get the opportunity to see you compete. So they just hear dad's old stories, you know what I mean? But when they get the opportunity to be here and see that, now your name is forever etched in the record books as a Hall of Famer. How do you feel about that?
It feels pretty good once you're out there again, but really my mom and dad were really geeked up for it.
Yeah.
My wife was like, I was like, yeah, I know. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Then I have my family with me, my brother's with me, so that's probably, the cherry on top. I have my brother with me and whatnot, and then my daughters and, my wife and her family, and it's a good feeling. It really is. It's a really good feeling. I couldn't do it without a lot of people, so especially the late great Al Garrison passed away, so it's kind of a little bittersweet because he met.
He would have been super proud tonight. So I'll turn it over here to your teammate here for a little bit. What do you got to say, Kai?
Well, John, obviously you're in the Hall of Fame, so congratulations. That's one thing you have up on me, so I'm happy for you. I didn't bring you any hot fries, but what do you love about wrestling? Why do you coach it?
I like seeing people succeed, right? So I like putting people in a good area to succeed, and, just to go out there and just a lot of it. It's kind of hard to explain. Just watching, coaching and getting those butterflies, you know what I mean, and just seeing them, really succeed and take that next level.
Absolutely. Well, John, thank you for coming on here. Thank you for spending some time with us. Congrats on the Hall of Fame, man. Well deserved, well earned, and I'm happy for you. I love you, man.
Hey, also shout out to what you've done with that Waukee program too. A couple years ago, not the toughest. This year you guys competed in a lot of tough tournaments, dual meets, wrestled some tough teams, so excited to see what you're going to do with that program move forward, because the first few years, see some definite improvement. So.
Just like Bo, who's that? Penn State Bo, he's like, dude, come to Waukee, baby. Come to Waukee, y'all heard it first. Come to Waukee, baby. We're here. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Thanks for coming, man.
Hey, appreciate it.
All right,
Dustin Rowan alongside Kyvan Gatson. We have #1 seeded Kane Nactaborn coming in with a 36-0 record, taking on Jakari Clark, the junior out of West Des Moines Valley, 34-2 record. Clark in on a shot right away, but nothing going. He is not taking the back seat right now, coming right at the senior #1 seed Nactaborn. Nactaborn kind of in on the slow outside single, nothing going. And we're going to go out of bounds here and restart.
Hey, that's the pace we want. That's good.
Nactaborn kind of dominating his way through this tournament so far with 2 first period falls and a 15-5 major decision over Ben Hansen of Ankeny in the semis. Clark kind of gone a little bit different route with a 3-2 narrow margin over the freshman Maximus DeBolt. In the semis. I missed that. What happened there?
Straight double from Clark, arms wide. Nactaborn throws it through, but he keeps going and no points awarded, which I think was the right call. But they're out here to scrap.
Yeah, I mean, Clark obviously the #2 seed. What? There's a stall on Clark. Interesting after a couple doubles here early in the less than a minute into the match.
He called that like it was college.
Like I said, Clark with a 3-2 decision over Maximus DeBolt of Ankeny Centennial in the semis. A 13-5 decision over Lucas of Carlisle, and a 11-3 major decision in round 1 over Mitchell of Iowa City High. We're going out of bounds again. Clark backs out this time. And we are 46 seconds left in the first period. Lots of action. I think Nactaborn is really good on that kind of right-handed club. Has a lot of offense off of that. I don't know if that's necessarily stalling. That's just right there on the Clark. I mean, Kane's really good with that right-hand club and pushing. So,
yeah, for sure. He's doing an amazing job. Clark's gonna have to learn how to manage that and figure that situation out. But it's not, they haven't lacked wrestling. You know, Nactaborn is doing a good job taking ground and moving forward, which I think is amazing, and you want to see that. Clark's going to have to figure that out at some point.
Coach Whelan is not happy about that call. Second one maybe, first one was a little bit
straight double again from Clark. He's looking for a throw. They're going to go out of... Clark looking like he might got a little bit maybe bothered right there and tried to force a throw. Gives up the takedown.
Yeah, so we've got a 3-0 in favor of Nactaborn. I'm gonna have to regroup there. Back up just a minute. Travis Pike, your official in the middle of the match. It's super easy to stand out here and criticize, right?
Absolutely.
These guys are in the trenches doing the best they can. Without them, we'd be nowhere in this sport. So, you know, he calls what he sees and we'll live with it. And like I said, these are some of the best officials our state has to offer. So appreciate them. And, you know, for me to sit here and criticize or question a call is probably not the right thing to do. So
I mean, it's our job, I guess, to call it. But like, they're doing their job. We said, like, you know. But I think I obviously believe they have a very tough job. Again, Nactaborn is doing a great job of moving forward and pushing pace. And Clark's gonna have to learn how to manage it. He's snapping and stuff, but
that's two. We've had a couple little extracurriculars on the edge of the mat there. Just push it.
The coaches jawing at each other. You know, these are high intensity.
Both wrestlers better be careful here, or something bad's gonna happen. And nobody wants to see that. Oh, those are the originals. Check out shoes over there.
Yeah. And another stall call right there on Clark. As Nactaborn continues to move forward.
So we have a 4-0 advantage for Nactaborn. Again, your official here is Travis Pike.
And Whelan's giving him an earful right now.
Out of Mason City, one of the best there is.
Wheeler's going to have to be careful, too. Jakari Clark of Doomsday Wrestling Club in his off-season time. He's a freestyle state champ, plans to wrestle in college.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Coach Kendrick Burden. Just was awarded earlier this year a very prestigious award. I couldn't tell you what it was at the state capitol for making a difference in young people's lives during Black History Month. So I know he's super proud of. This is his first state finals for the boys' side of his club, and so shout out to him and congratulations to that club and that family. Doomsday Wrestling Club, we mentioned them, so couldn't leave without talking about them as well.
Yeah, and I would love to see him. If anybody's out there and they love wrestling and they want to see opportunities grow for, inner city kids and like they support like beat the street situation, that would be a perfect opportunity in Des Moines to really get that kicked off.
Yep.
Looking for that duck opportunity. Step over right there from Nocturborn. He's going to get the takedown right there as they continue to wrestle.
So other official we have out there is Jeff Pavlovich from Charles City on the outside. There's Kane looking for a little tilt. Clark
gets the reversal.
Basically shows some great athleticism there.
Yeah,
to come out, get a reversal, and get himself on the board.
Yeah, stayed really aware right there, got his hips up, and flipped those hips like a hip heist action. Did a great job.
Clark's still pushing, and Kane's like, dude, what are you doing, man?
They've both been chirpy. It's not a one-sided thing.
Kane, the younger brother of Iowa State Cyclone Tate Nactaborn, couple-time state champion here. Part of that epic match against Dave Arnold last year.
Absolutely.
Excited to see Kane also going to be a Cyclone. Excited to see how those two will do. A 7-2 lead here for Nactaborn as we have 1 minute 45 seconds left in the match. This has been a fun one.
Absolutely, they've been scrapping.
I mean, I would take this match over, that 1-1 down to a last takedown. Both of them are beautiful in their own mind, but
yeah, Jakari Clarkson have to find some opportunity to create some offense. Down 7-2. Nactaborn done a great job thus far. Looking for an inside trip. They go out of bounds. They both wrestle off the edge. Good wrestling by both of them, but it's not in the center of the mat.
Yeah, continue to be a little aggressive at the edge of the mat here.
Ref's gonna have to get a hold of it.
Oh, that was good to see. Shaking, little handshake there.
You know that doesn't mean anything in the middle of the match.
Means something to Grandma.
My grandma probably would have been like, don't shake his hand. So I don't know. Looking for a runaround, nothing there.
30 seconds left.
Nactaborn doing a great job. Drag option right there for Clark. He doesn't find anything.
Oh, there's a nice little duck.
Yeah, he does a great job off those elbows. And the thing about Nactaborn, he can score from any situation.
Oh, there's another little duck.
Oh, nice. Oh, that was nice. That was a nice wrist shot.
That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate light called on Nactaborn.
Congratulations. Congratulations to Kane Nectaborn, 2024 Iowa High School State Wrestling Champion, 144 pounds. We'll be right back with you.
Please turn your attention to the award stand area for the presentation of awards. Presenting the Class 20 award for 138 pounds, Coach John Williams. In 8th place, Caleb Cook, Pleasantville. 7th place, Steve Brandenburg, Lake Mills. 6th place, Dawson Bell, Jessup. 5th place, Gabriel Brister, Wilton. 4th place, Preston Wasserman, Alberta. 3rd place, Ethan Christopher, Don Bosco. Runner-up, Keith Smith, West Canada Brit. Your Class 20, 138-pound champion, Montgomery, Lake Allen. Presenting his Class 2A award for 138 pounds, Coach Brent Jimmins. 8th place, Eric Morgan, Alberta. 7th place, Aiden Kramer, Independence. Fifth place, Dale Kurtz, Iowa City Junior. Fourth place, Jabari Gibson, Ames. Third place, Cody Trevino, Federal. Runner-up, Carter Freeman, Joaquin Northwest. In class 3A, 138-pound champion from Fort Dodge, Boy Davidson. Champions of 150 pounds. Class 3A, Paul Diaz, Ruben Silva, Logan Turner, Southeast Bowl. Class 1A, Keaton Mulder, Starbuck, Danny Kinsella, Trigger. Class 2A, Lucas Draw, Third Indiana Ventura, Caleb Olson, Union, Port City.
Alrighty, here we are at 150 pounds. 2024 Iowa High School State Wrestling Tournament. We have number 1 seed Boss Diaz taking on number 6 seed Logan Trineri. This is one of those epic matchups at the Iowa High School State Wrestling Tournament between Waverly Showrock and Southeast Polk, both in black and gold. Trineri with the bleach blonde hair and green ankle band. Diaz with the black and gold singlet, obviously wearing your red ankle band.
Returning state champ right here in Boss Diaz. Took some losses this year, but found his way back into the state finals, just being gritty. I would say he's great positioning. He's a really positionally sound wrestler.
He is really tough to score on. He stays in just phenomenal position.
And I think sometimes wrestlers that are like really positionally sound and maybe don't score a ton of points get a bad, reputation, and just like, oh, he doesn't do anything. Like, that's why I was asking you about the stalling, because I'm like, Chris Campbell, an elite wrestler, and maybe a bunch of kids don't know who that is. Right. Kyle Dake, an elite wrestler, but against some of the best guys, Kyle doesn't score a ton of points, but he shuts down their offense and then goes and scores and does enough. So
yeah, I mean, there's obviously a wrestling style out there that caters to the defensive wrestler. Obviously we live in a sport that we're trying to promote, and it doesn't always, get the popularity that some other sports in the U.S. get. So, in theory, having that stalling in place, increases scoring. I don't know how much it actually does.
I think you do things like in my opinion, you do things like the NFL. You make scoring, or you make rules to cater to the offensive wrestler. But I don't know about stalling. Look, it's the offensive wrestler, go score the points. If you want to be an offensive wrestler, then go figure out how to score points.
So how about this? How about they get rid of stalling and put a push out?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because
defense is a part of it. So if I'm stopping you from scoring, I'm still really good at what I'm doing. But everyone isn't going to be a 15-point per match David Taylor.
Right.
That's just a fact. Now, I love watching David Taylor, but I also love watching Kyle Dake dismantle David Taylor.
Right, when they wrestle each other. Yeah.
There's just a piece of it for everybody, in my opinion, but I digress.
So here we are, we're in the second period. Diaz is in the bottom position. We have a 0-0 score. Diaz comes up to quad pod. Trenary trying to look for a little spladle there. Nothing going. He's got a leg in and riding crossbody. Kind of power half of that far side. He's back to a spladle. And again, like we said, Boss Diaz stays in great position. Stays small and tight.
He's strong. And he's not just a wrestler. He's like I would say he's like a combat kid.
Yeah.
Does jiu-jitsu and things like that. Might be the next Iowa high school. Whoa.
Yeah, there's a stall warning and the escape. Kind of a double whammy.
Yeah. And so it's like, because I found out some interesting stuff about you.
What's that?
That Robbie Lawler. I didn't recognize that. That was a flaw on my part. But it was a Iowa high school wrestling guy. Took third at the state tournament, right?
Well, so yeah, I wrestled him for third place my senior year. Beat him in a close match. So he took fourth, wrestled for Bettendorf.
Okay.
And that was his junior. And then his senior year, shout out to Adam Fellers, who I believe defeated him again in the third place match. So that means Robbie Lawler is a two-time state place winner in Iowa, wrestling out of Bettendorf.
But went on to be an MMA great.
Yeah, one of the greatest of all time. And crowd favorite, too, of all time.
Yes. And so I think Boss Diaz he's going to wrestle at South Dakota State University for Damian Hahn. And Waverly's really had a nice pipeline.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, that's, if you
Cody
know.
Caldwell.
Yeah, Cody Caldwell, Waverly Shell Rock kid. His father, Rick Caldwell, started that, I would say, dynasty program there.
Obviously, again, we talked to Coach Christensen. He's the godfather of Southeast Brook Wrestling, I guess you would say. No disrespect to Red Owens there, the founder of Southeast Brook Wrestling, and but you know, Jason Christensen took that program to another level. And Rick Caldwell did the same thing at Waverly Shell Rock, and you know, Eric Wickham, while down a little bit this year, hasn't had a hard time kind of keeping that tradition going. There's a little slide by Dawes, by Boss.
But great escape. I like the escape before that. He hits that roll. But Diaz looking, he's going to get that takedown.
And he takes his lead to 3-1.
Trenary is going to have to pick up the pace and find the opportunity to score 3-2 match. Shot off the whistle. Nothing there. I like it. I like the way he's thinking.
Get your hook in here! Get your hook in here!
Because Diaz holds such great position, he's going to have to find a way probably to like trick him. Maybe that's through a misdirection. Maybe that's through like some overhook offense. But Diaz holds great position, so to get past that defense, he's going to have to maybe throw something he hasn't seen before. Diaz doing a good job, continuing to march forward with that head and the shoulder. Double clamps on those triceps. Looks like he has amazing grip too as well. Now he gets the underhook position.
Yeah, we're approaching 30 seconds here in this match.
Right
Diaz
here.
in on a shot there.
Look to turn around it, spin around it, nothing there.
Gonna watch that knee. Diaz does a good job of attacking up above the knee, kind of keeping it out of danger position, and he's gonna finish here, it looks like.
Oh, big lift, nothing. Trying to pull it in, drops down, he's gonna get the takedown. Great job by Boss Diaz.
That's gonna increase this lead to 5-2. We're down to 10 seconds in the period. We're short of something special happening here for from a Boss Diaz state championship. Having a little trouble with his headgear there. Oh, it broke, straight up broke. Need to get, we're gonna have to find another headgear here, boys.
This is where you like phone a friend, right?
Yeah, right.
If you want to be a millionaire, you phone a friend right here. Headgear is broke. You know when I was in, I know Ben Askren doesn't, they have their like fake beef with Dylan Palacio. Dylan Palacio stole my headgear at the NCAAs. And then this dude, he took the headgear, it had an Iowa State logo on the side, right? He peeled the whole Iowa State logo off the side of it and wore it. And the
Get out of
reason,
here.
I swear to you, peeled it off. The only reason we knew is because there was that big Iowa State silhouette.
The paint was...
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he had to return it. Some of the most awkward stuff happened.
This Dylan Palacio?
Yeah.
He's a character.
Yo, I think he's hilarious.
Yeah.
My man forgot his headgear, he said, and I left mine in, so the issue was I left mine in the room, in the workout room, so that was my fault.
Oh, there you go. Look at that was crazy.
Jiu-jitsu right there. Boss Diaz gets it done. Oh, no, my man's hurt.
No. That's the last thing you want to see.
Oh, he's good. Well, congratulations to Boss Diaz for Waverly Shell Rock. Gets his second state title, 5-3 win at 150 pounds.
Alrighty, everybody, we're back here with Tony Hager, founder of IA Wrestle. Talk a little bit about us. So this is your 10-year anniversary. You've had some pretty cool stuff going over the last couple months preparing for that. Talk to us a little bit about your company and where they're at.
Yeah, I mean, IA Wrestle, we were talking about at the 10-year anniversary, we were struggling just to get credentials to this thing. 10 years ago, just to make a name for ourselves, because we were an internet company, and mainly it was newspapers, right, magazines, and we're just an internet social media company. So pretty cool to see how far we've come. We got 9 people here, 11 with our audio broadcast. Thankful for that athletic association and trusting that we're going to bring the stories to the sport, and ultimately that's what we want to do. And we can't do it the right way, the way that I want it to be done, without a lot of people. So super grateful for the association and for allowing us to cover the sport like this.
So I know you had a little, was it a watch party? It was a celebration today at Single Speed Brewery?
Yeah, we collaborated with Dave Morgan with Single Speed. We got our name on a beer, a beverage can with Dan Gable with Single Speed. That was Dan Gable actually came for an hour, signed autographs. Tons of kids showed up. The place was packed. They said it was the busiest they've been since they opened. So, man, that was a grateful collaboration. Single Speed. The reason why I was super grateful to that is when you buy a beverage from their place, money is going to the National Wrestling Hall of Fame, which is doing great things for our sport and for the future of our sport that a lot of people take for granted.
So that's any beverage there?
It's just a Gable. If you buy a Gable on tap, a percentage of the sales go to the Dan Gable Wrestling Hall of Fame.
I got to tell you before I turn this over to Kyvan, so we walked over to Buzzard Village yesterday and I had my freshman son with me and his little buddy, and we came down the stairs and they saw your stand of all the clothes and you'd have thought it was Christmas time. They're like, oh man, Dad, you gonna get us something? I'm like, sure, you want something? Go ahead. But I just think that says, like, my son, who 2 years ago didn't even know what wrestling was, and now he's been wrestling for a year and a half, and he walks down the stairs and sees your brand and everything, and they like light up like a Christmas tree. So that's gotta, I hope that means something to you, because I appreciate what you built. We've talked conversations, privately over the years. A lot of people want to hate, and you're an innovator and a leader in that, entity. And you are basically media for Iowa high school wrestling right now.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, 10 years ago we were just giving away hats, giving shirts, and now people are buying it and representing it. I mean, yes, we make a little bit of money off it, but I just love seeing people wear our gear. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was in Florida this summer and I saw a guy wearing an I Wrestle hat. So you're doing your thing. That's awesome. What has the growth of girls wrestling and women's wrestling done for your company and done for you? Because you have a daughter as well.
Yeah, I got a daughter. Man, girls wrestling is exploding. I was grateful to have people around me that believed in girls wrestling, and we've been covering it before it was even cool to cover. Because now people are covering, they're realizing that girls wrestling, they can actually wrestle, they can compete. We've been covering girls wrestling. We actually we were the first people to put girls wrestling in Carver Hawkeye Arena on the main stage, and that was 6-7 years ago, and now we're selling out arenas and. Without girls wrestling, I don't know where we'd be at, that we brought in a whole bunch more fans, and it's time to, these girls, these women, they deserve our place in the sport. And they proved that. The Iowa Girls Association has proved that with their branding on it. And this guy here to your left, I mean, what a season he had. Future to come. I just love seeing coaches that had that passion for boys wrestling, go into girls wrestling, and kind of rejuvenates them a little bit and makes them appreciate it, because the girls really appreciate it, because they didn't have this so many years ago right now. So it's just overall just great for our sport right now.
I agree with you.
So real quick before we let you go, I mean, you wrestled on this stage, correct, in high school?
Twice.
So what does it mean to a guy that obviously this was a big part of your life, obviously wrestling's a huge part of your life, and now just being so involved in a big influence on a night like tonight, like, how it's come full circle, right? Competing to now being a part of it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel for the winners. I'm super happy for them. I feel for those losers, because I lost twice. So, especially when you got guys going for multiple state titles, and we've been covering them since they were in 6th grade. I'm grateful for those losses, because I get to appreciate it more than maybe somebody else that covers the sport that is just here to cover it because it's the same tournament. I'm a wrestler. I live it. It's my life. So I consider myself an equal amongst these high school kids, because, like you said, I have lived it. I've felt those some glory, but I felt a lot more losses than the wins. So
most do in this building.
Yes, this night's emotional for me personally. So I love it.
I feel you.
Well, thanks for your time, man. Congratulations on everything you've done for Iowa Wrestling.
Yeah, no problem.
right, everybody, we're here at 157 pounds. I'm Dustin Roll, alongside Iowa State legend Kyvan Gatson. We are ready to see number 5 seed Kel Voinovich take on number 3 seed Jackson Miller. Voinovich with a victory over number 1 seed Grant Kress in the semis by injury to fall, and a victory over Isaac Brule, Banking Centennial, 19-7 in the quarters. And a fall in the second period over Tegan Piper of Ankeny in round 1, Jackson Miller, the number 3 seed, has a 7-5 decision in the semis over Abe Basham of Southeast Pope, a 7-5 decision over Jack Lewis of Bondurant Farrar in the quarters, and a 1-minute fall over Kate Johnson of Spencer in the first round. Right now we are scoreless, 1 minute into the first period. Miller in the yellow singlet, Voinovich in the white singlet. What do you think about this match, Kyvan?
And I'm excited to see it. You got the younger brother of Victor Voinovich and Kel, and Jackson Miller doesn't have any family ties to the sport of wrestling that anyone in terms of competing at the high school state tournament. So Voinovich last year second at the Oklahoma state tournament. So I'm excited to see how things play out for these young men.
Yeah, so here we go. We're at 30 seconds. Voinovich is in on a left side high crotch, looking to hook that elbow. Nothing going. Miller doing a great job of defending him. He's going to give it up there, 15 seconds in the period. Miller, important he gets up to his feet and gets a 1 here.
Yeah.
Obviously easier said than done. He's back down. Not looking like it's going to happen as the period is coming to an end.
Well, he did an amazing job anyways. On that first action, Voinovich got to that left-handed high C, and Miller did a great job defending it. But Voinovich went right back to it, got the takedown this time and the ride out at the end of the first period.
Yeah, we have official in the center of the mat, Eric Eckerman. And outside official, Jeff Pavlovich of Charles City. Eckerman out of Waverly, Iowa.
Voinovich with a nice leg defense. Straight double. He has great baseline defense. That's what I'm seeing from Voinovich right here. He has great baseline defense. Continues to go left-handed high C. But like his baseline defense gets his head in there. Down blocks beautifully. Miller gonna have to find a way to mix it up and find an opportunity to get to the legs.
Voinovich is the next of a few that have transferred into Iowa City High out of state. Looking to be future Hawkeyes over the last few years. So that's an interesting little pipeline they got going there.
Absolutely. I think it's great for the sport.
It's great for Iowa wrestling.
Yeah.
If you're into that kind of thing.
I'm into it. I just think it raises the level.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, high-level wrestlers coming to state we saw it last year with Nactaborn and Arnold.
Yeah.
Ironically, same situation. Same school. Miller kind of banged up on the edge of the mat. Looks like he's going to have to call an injury time here.
Yeah, you hate to see any type of injuries. You know that it's part of some of these situations. But yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing, and you have to be, I guess, maybe a little bit careful about saying like, kids shouldn't be able to transfer in for athletic purposes, but it's my belief that if a kid is looking to better themselves and their family's looking to better themselves, give their kid the best opportunity. Other people should kind of leave it alone.
Yeah.
That's just my belief.
We live in a day and age where everybody thinks they need to have a say-so on what everyone else's business is.
Yeah.
So, some people, that's just what they like to do and how they like to be. So, stay in your lane is what I think.
I think it has an opportunity to raise another nice high seed from Voinovich. Miller has to claw his way here. Voinovich doing an amazing job right now of continuing to attack actually that
at left leg, but it's the back leg of Miller. And Miller's a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah, I think those other two are just kind of side jobs. Wrestling's his main one. He's
You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
He's a full-time dedicated wrestler year-round. But he's just an athlete. He's a big, strong kid, you know. He's an athlete. He's a great kid. Hard worker.
Yeah, and then it makes it hard when you got someone, too, that doesn't focus on the other, But
I didn't even know Jax ran track. Jax actually kind of known his family for quite a while. His dad's actually my mechanic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, your car runs smooth. So that's a good.
You found that on the way here, didn't you?
How do you think the play date is going right now?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I should text my wife and see. I'm sure it's great.
Haven was very excited, by the way.
Our girls go to our in-laws for daycare, so they don't get a whole lot of kid interaction at this age, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm a fan of them staying with our in-laws, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So it's give and take, but anytime we bring someone into the picture, that's going to be great for our girls.
Haven loves friends.
So back to the action, we got 7-1 in favor of Vinovich. Miller looks like he's struggling here with maybe that pain in his left thigh.
Yeah.
We got 1:35 left. Still battling though.
Yeah. And that's all, in these situations, look, I don't know how many people have gotten beat by about 14 points in the state finals, but I'm one of them.
Yeah.
And I watched my match with Derek St. John at 145 pounds last year. Or not last year. In the 3A 2008 145 pound match. And I gave up 9 takedowns, bro.
Wow. You know what happens.
Williams doing a good job moving forward.
Yeah, we got under a minute. We got a 10-2 decision here.
And the thing I love about this is that, a year can make a huge difference. Voinovich does a great job getting to that left-handed high C. Miller hasn't been able to find any of his offense. Giving up a runaround right there. Short time left.
I'm going to go on record right now and say I do not like the amount of boos we're hearing tonight when you're talking about high school kids. He's got a booing one over on another mat now, and maybe he's backing up at the end of the match. But people, these are high school kids, man, giving it their heart, soul, blood, and tears, and we're out here booing them. That is wrong on all levels.
Yeah, it's hard.
And there's your 157-pound Iowa High School state champion, Kale Voinovich out of Iowa City High. Congratulations to Coach Corey Connell and Mr. Voinovich.
love about the sport. Part of what rips your heart out a little bit, but also you know how these guys are going to respond, and I think that's why we love the sport so much. I mean, that we're willing to know that you're going to, be a puddle of mud right out there, and you're going to pick yourself back up and come back out there and do it again.
So I know you have to answer this question a lot, so I'm not going to quite ask it the same way, but balancing coach and dad, that's all great, and you do a fantastic job, and everyone saw your interview that you did last week, and that's just great for all parents in general. But from coach and dad, what's it like coming to this tournament, right? Because obviously you got your eyes on kids, you're talking to kids, but you're also dad here, so how do you draw the line?
I'm trying to balance that a little bit, I'm like, I got my daughters up in the stands and I'm watching them, and it's like, well, I need to go down and mingle around a little bit. I think just, I don't know, I love watching him compete, and obviously, he's fearless, and that's, to me, you can't put that in someone. Right. If you get beat going down, swinging, I'm okay with that. But I'm still trying to figure this thing out. I just know that my relationship, and I'm sure, Kevin with his dad, to me, my relationship with my son is way more important than any wrestling match. And do we want him to win? Yeah. I think the hardest thing for me right now is when I lost, I could do something about it. Right now, you can't do anything about it. It's going to be on his response, and love him and give him a hug. And he apologizes like, dude, you gave everything, and that happens sometimes. So, I don't know. I certainly would talk to parents about it, but every kid's different, and I'm never going to tell parents how to do things. I just think that there's a healthy way to do it, and that's the way we're trying to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that.
Coach, when you think about, I've gotten to be around you a little bit, but how have you worked to instill that anytime, any place, anywhere mentality in your children and in your family?
Because the basement. It's a basement, or it's the backyard, or heck, my girls this summer are wrestling in the backyard. It's kind of just wherever it is, and we love to compete, love the opportunity, and we're grateful for it. And, I don't know, it's just part of who we are, and I don't know. That's I don't know. I think you do that from young. You try to get them to be fearless, and our basement battles were about composure and focus and being great teammates. And that's the thing I told them. I said, you got teammates that are coming out here, and they're going to be in the finals matches. Your job's to go be the best teammates you can. I think that's more of an illustration of who you are. If you're going to get back out there, the type of character that you have is way more important than staying on top of the stand.
Talk about that anytime, any place. I'm sure that started when you were a kid with your brothers, right? That's not something you just started as a dad, right?
Yeah, well, my brothers, they could do anything they wanted to me at any time. There's a big age gap, so I had to be ready at any time, and I put that into my boys, and I think they're trying to carry that along, and I don't know. You go through all the feelings. That's for sure. I'm still you can't walk that one off.
Absolutely. My last question before we let you go: what has Allison meant to, your family and the sport of wrestling?
She's behind the scenes, but not really. But she's keeping everything moving. Just the moments that she captures and the vision that she has for things. She's the rock of our family. There's no doubt. And you think I'm competitive? You want to say my boys get that from me any place, anytime, anywhere? My wife. That's for my wife. But she does an incredible job with what she puts out there, and I think how she hopefully relates our family to the world and shares certain things with them, and hopefully people take something out of it. Some people love you for it, some people won't. You're going to get boos, you're going to get cheers. I know the character of who we are, and we try to be real and authentic, and I don't know, hopefully that comes across.
I know we enjoy the stuff she puts out in our family, so
I appreciate you guys having me on, and appreciate everything you guys are doing, because I think the state tournament, how it's covered in Iowa, the best ever, and having you guys out the call for these things, it's a great thing, so appreciate everything you guys do and making it a top.
Thanks, and good luck with your season.
Thanks so much. Hey, how was my guy?
Jacob Robinson, Justin. Butte Waller.
Alrighty. Alrighty, here we are at 165 pounds. We've got Jacob Helgeson. We've got Jacob Helgeson out of Johnston taking on Gabe Carver in your all CIML final here. Helgeson's in on a takedown, on a head inside single, comes up around the waist and secures his 2-minute 15 into the first period. Left in the first period. Helgeson comes in with a 33-1 mark, while Carver comes in with a 33-2 mark. Helgeson working a ball on there. Carver posting out right hand. Helgeson trying to get control of that on those fingers pretty good.
Helgeson doing a great job right now, really controlling that left side of Carver, the Iowa State University wrestling inmate. And Helgeson also has ties to Iowa State. His older brother Caleb, who is the state champion.
Is he going to go to Iowa State? Are these two Iowa States?
No, it's not two Iowa States. Well, he hasn't committed. Okay. Kevin Dresser and Derek St. John and Britt Metcalf and Fernando Villascusa would love to add him to the roster at some point.
He's super solid.
Really big for the weight too. Like he's a big 165-pounder. Carver has ties to Iowa State. Obviously he's committed, but he has some family ties.
Grandfather was it, right?
Yeah. And that's really why he started wrestling, which is amazing. His grandfather was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and they wanted the grandfather to be able to see him wrestle for a little bit. It's sad, but it's amazing as well, you know.
Did I see that he was an All-American for Iowa State back in the 60s? I saw it on your Facebook, man.
Oh, yeah?
Chucky Aglaski pointed that out. It's great to see a Hawkeye shouting out to the Cyclone. You know, at the end of the day, that much time later, it's just about the memories and the relationships, right?
All of them are like baby Cyclones based off Gable coming over there, you know, so it's all blended now, especially if you think about the Iowa State coaching staff and how things have transpired. So it's awesome. Wrestling in Iowa is, I think, at an all-time high. Carter looks for opportunity, helps some guys back in on a rear side, looking to elevate, going to get it, and climbs up for a 2-point takedown.
And that's 2 awarded by official Kyle Frank out of Winthrop. Our outside official is Greg Becker from Waterloo. Again, 2 more longtime officials that pretty good at what they do. Helgeson up 5-0. Just under a minute to go in the first period.
Get those hips under you. Greg Becker overturned a call in the semifinals in 2010 that possibly could have cost me the state title.
Helgeson coached by his dad, Jeff Helgeson, over here in the corner.
Yeah, he's big, dude.
Yeah. Both these guys are cut up. Both these guys definitely know where the weight room's at.
Yes. I think part of that is, you know, the nutrition aspect of it as well. These wrestlers are getting an understanding of nutrition and the importance it's playing. Yeah.
We've talked about eking. Taking over that one. We talked about that maybe a couple years ago.
Yes.
And they're just getting bigger and bigger. Not much going right now. We're 10 seconds left in the second period. And Helgeson just content to ride him out of here.
Yeah, and Helgeson, I mean, football, first team all district. football student athlete, but involved in Student Senate, National Honor Society, FCA leader as well.
So Caleb trying to become the second state champion in his immediate family and third state champion as Tim Helgeson. His uncle is also a state champion, I believe, for Lake Mills. I believe he would have had a cousin or something that used to battle with Jesse Sundell and ended up wrestling for UNI as well.
Oh, yeah.
Can't think of his first name. There's been a ton of Helgesons wrestling for Lake Mills in the day, back in the day.
Together! Put your movement together!
Carver down to 1 minute left. He's got to start to open up. He's got to go for something big here. Coached by Mike Marino and Gabe Marino in the corner. And there's a takedown for Carver. He's going to cut him. Going to keep going after him.
Nice run around. Oh, looks for the slide line. Great job right there from Helgeson responding.
Knee slide! Get your hips under you! Hey, be ready for change over! Hips underneath ya!
We're down to 30 seconds left in the match. There's a suckback attempt by Helgeson, but just leads to an escape by Carver, making the score 8-3. We're one big move away from tying this match up, but we're under 20 seconds. Time is running out.
Leave it out there!
Carver gonna have to commit to it, straight double, nothing there. Continues to wrestle, great job by both these young men, but
And there's gonna be the nail in the coffin as he improves it to 10-3, and now he's getting back points. And that's gonna be your final 12-3 in favor of Jacob Helgeson, the junior out of Johnston, Iowa. Guess he's only a junior.
got number 2. Great job, Jacob Helgeson, 2-time state champ.
Congratulations to the Helgeson family, Coach Aaron Tecklenburg, and the Johnston community. We'll be right back with you. Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're here with four-time Iowa State All-American Dwight Hinton, also a club coach up in the Ames area. Go ahead and take it away, Kyvan.
Yeah, so Dwight, you obviously have a son here competing. You didn't compete, you're at the Iowa High School State Tournament, you're from Oklahoma, but what's that been like watching your son develop and grow?
You know, it's been a journey for me because he came in through the youth club, you know, so that was his introduction to the sport, and he was just a kid running around the room. You know, he didn't know much about wrestling, but we had fun with it, and when he got serious about it, he was asking questions, you know, getting inquisitive about, hey, Dad, what do I need to do to get better? Okay, I'm glad you asked that question.
Right.
You know, and as a father, that's right. As long as they're paying attention, you know, you got a good student. You know, and of course now him being in high school, you know, I got to take that step back because I have to trust my high school coaches to lead him in the way. Of course, he's always going to come back to me and ask me for little tidbits here and there. Hey, again, how do I get better? we'll go back to when you were a youth. I'm going to tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
Just pay attention, take notes, do what the coaches tell you to do. Sometimes you got to think outside the box because everybody knows how to sprawl. Everybody knows how to hit a high crotch. But you always got to do little things out the box that you're better than. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
As far as doing moves out the box that you were better than everybody else in doing.
Absolutely.
So you run, the club you're talking about is Team Intensity,
Yes.
or Central Iowa Wrestling Club.
Central Iowa
And
Wrestling
how long
Club.
have you been running that?
Since 99.
99. And so
99.
you also have 2 athletes this year that come in, right?
Yep.
Denari Michael
Yep.
at 190 pounds and then Daniel Herrera at heavyweight. What's that been like? Those 2 young men moved in from out of state, but what's that been like coaching those 2?
You know, we're just a home away from home for those guys, you know what I mean? I've always been inclusive with my club. Anybody that wants to come could come in and train with us. I don't hold anybody to a contract. Our door is always open. But the kids love it because they get to see big guys at a high caliber.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They never seen a heavyweight move like Daniel. They never seen the veracity of Mr. Denari.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's great to have those kids around. Always.
Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely.
Well, man, Dwight, it's awesome to have you here. Thanks for taking some time to spend with us, talk about your club, talk about what it's like being a dad.
Yeah.
And I wish you the best with the offseason.
I appreciate you, brothers.
No problem.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Dwight.
All right.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Presenting the award for class 20, 157 pounds, Coach Chris Porter. 8th place, Jackson Fury, National Point. 7th place, White Network, Jessica. 6th place, Katie Baxter, AHSCW. 5th place, Kaden Decker, Australia. 4th place, Owen Lawman, Shenandoah. 3rd place, Shane Washburn, Alabama. Runner-up, Kellen Smith, West Hancock, Brit. And your class 1A, 157-pound champion from Don Bosco, Karen Knapp. Presenting the class 2A awards of 157 pounds, Coach Gary Jennings. 8th place, Maxwell Nicola, Brunel. 7th place, Kaden Zillow, Alberta. 6th place, Gavin Sherman, Green County. 5th place, Carson Pullen, NHTV. 4th place, Casey Miller, Fairfield. 3rd place, Taylor Taylor, Anthony Montero. Runner-up, Paul Kuda, Sergeant of Newton. In your class 2A, 157-pound champion, Jose Parker.
I think Tiffany got that a little bit last year too, when they got the year.
Presented Class 3A 157 pound awards, Coach Corey Conlon. 8th place, Dawson Fish, New Hampshire. 7th place, Wyatt Wilson, Curtis, New Hampshire. 6th place, Grant Chris, Illinois. 5th place, Aiden Shaw, Southeast Bowl. 4th place, Nolan Middle, Fort Madison. 3rd place, Sincere Clark, Valley, West Des Moines. Runner-up, Jackson Miller, Carlisle. Your Class 3A 157 pound champion from Iowa City City High, Dale Voinovich. Here are the championship matches of the 175 pounds. Class 3A, Eastern Hempstead, Carlisle. American Ross, Fort Dodge. Class 1A, Katie Knapp, Don Bosco. Jason Nelson Brown, Emmitsburg. Class 2A, Austin Stratton, Anamosa. Kristen Johnson, Roll Story.
Alrighty, we are here at 175 pounds where we have Asa Hempstead, the upset king so far of the tournament, taking on Demarion Ross of Fort Dodge. Ross comes in with a 41-4 record, and Hempstead comes in with a 41-3 record. Obviously, Hempstead probably owns the upset of the tournament over Max McGaina in the semis. He's in on a shot. Ross is locked up in near side cradle. He's not behind him. He's not on the hip, so he's not going to get the two yet.
And that would be a turn of events, Dustin.
Hempstead, the number 4 seed. Ross, the number 2 seed. Ross has a 6-1 decision, a 5-3 overtime decision, and a 13-5 major decision. And Hempstead comes in with a 7-5 decision, a 8-7 decision, and a minute 56 fall. Both wrestlers kind of tall and lengthy here, similar body builds. Looks like we got a malfunction on the mat.
Some tape popped up. Just gotta cut that off.
Yeah. Everybody's watching, no pressure. All right, got that fixed quick, and we're about ready to get back to action. We've got Brian Gray on the call here. Excuse me, on the whistle.
Yeah, we're on the call.
On the outside, we've got Michael Winklepet of Sioux City. Brian Gray is out of Winterset, longtime second-generation official there.
Roscoe sweep single. No opportunity there. Short time left in the first period. I would say it's been rather uneventful thus far.
Yeah, I mean, we had that near side cradle that couldn't get secured, but other than that, we haven't had a whole lot of action. Demarion is going to defer, and Asa Hempstead is going to take the bottom position.
And I'm looking at these wrestler information system. Hempstead says he doesn't plan to wrestle in college. And Ross does plan to wrestle in college, but hasn't found a home yet, as they both are competing for this 175-pound state title.
Yeah, you wonder if, you know, Hempstead just coming in as only a qualifier, you just kind of wondered if maybe that wasn't an avenue for him. But who knows, to put together this tournament, someone's going to come calling.
Absolutely.
There's a whole heap of Division III programs out there probably foaming at the mouth to have a kid like this.
Yeah. I think that's the best thing is there's opportunities to go to trade school. Even if you don't keep wrestling, you can go wrestle in clubs like Iowa State, Iowa. They all have club wrestling programs that aren't affiliated with their university programs, but you can still wrestle if you want to.
Right.
Great single right there from Ross, pulls it back to the center.
Well, and you never know, like I said, what having a tournament like this will do for a kid's motivation.
Right. And Ross goes in, sits into the button, collects the other leg, and is climbing up.
So that puts Ross up 2-1 with 35 seconds to go here in the second period.
25 seconds left in the second period. Ross leading 2-1. Wrestlers who've inspired Hempstead: David Carr, Pablo Ubasa.
Yeah, we had Pablo on earlier. I forgot this is an Ubasa kid. That's a nice little return. Nice little return by Ross here at the end of the period. So 3 seconds left.
Yeah,
so
3 seconds left.
Granby time to me, but we'll see.
Stand up hip hike.
All right, we're going to go to period number 3. Ross is going to choose neutral.
Respects the top game of Hempstead, which I think is a great decision after what we saw maybe last night.
Yep.
I think if I'm Hempstead, I just want to create action. You know, like maybe getting a scramble, create action.
That's a great little action right there by Ross. Kind of circle him out, take a shot, shoot him out.
Yeah, you definitely want to continue to move forward. But yeah, if I'm Hempstead, I'm looking to create action through just moving forward. Even if I die and get to a leg, that creates a situation.
All right, so we're a minute 15 left.
Ross has a Greco-Roman background.
Not a whole lot of action here. Hempstead's got to find a way to clear those ties.
Looking to get that turnaround. Nothing there yet. Hempstead continue to try to find peek out opportunity. Nothing there. Ross gets to that underhook. Hempstead continue to move forward. Ross is stalling. Gonna have to be careful here now with 38 seconds.
Yeah, still a lot of time left. That's going to play a factor there. I can live with that call. That's a good call.
Yeah, if I'm Hempstead, I'm just shooting.
Yeah.
Nothing from nothing, lose nothing in this situation.
Yeah, this isn't where he wants to be. He's got to be able to control the ties. He's either got to get out of bounds or clear that tie. He can't stay there out of bounds and give up the tie.
Right. Hempstead gonna have to put something together. Ross doing a great job of getting to his ties. Shot right there. Nothing there. Sprawl from Ross.
he's got to get off his knees and put the pressure on him a bit more.
Continues to shoot, nothing there. Ross is going to become a state champion.
Yeah, congratulations to Demarion Ross. Good to see his brother wrestling a couple matches.
And your 2-1 winner, Demarion Ross. Big one wrestling.
Presenting class 3A, 165-pound warrior, Texas. 8th place, Colin Paul, Cigarette Kennedy. 7th place, Jordan Royale, Bombay Ferrara. 6th place, Ariel and Centennial. 5th place, Wesley Anderson, Joaquin. 4th place, Ethan Bimler, Ricky Silva. 3rd place, Lincoln Junior, Bettendorf. Runner-up, Gabe Carter, Urbandale. In class 3A, 165-pound champion from Justin, Jacob Helgeson.
Mike Slade taking on Denari Michael of Ames. They've had quite the pre-match here. They've been staring each other down
For like
for about 5 minutes. Yeah, straight. Didn't take their eyes off each other. That was pretty sweet. Some of you guys probably saw that if you're watching the live feed. It was as tense sitting here as it looked. Interesting matchup here as Slade was a state place winner for Ames as a freshman.
Yes.
I know Mom was going to school up there at the point in time, and they settled in Altoona, Iowa, and now he's wrestling for Southeast Pope. And Michael, the Pennsylvania move-in, as a freshman last year, was a runner-up to Drayshawn Ross at Fort Dodge. We'll see in the next match. Mikey Slade, obviously a two-time state place winner. Excuse me, Brent Slade. The Campbell commit. Michael, just a sophomore.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of a contrast of styles too. Slade a little bit longer. Nice ankle pick right there from that opportunity. Michael looking to kick out, gives up the takedown. Great job by Slade. Following, goes cradle. Nothing there. They're gonna go out of bounds.
Michael hustles back to the center. Brett Slade gonna come back, gonna be on top. Coaches are yelling to be a hammer on top. Michael, a Fargo All-American last summer.
Up a few weights.
Yeah, you know, life happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tough sport. Tough sport.
2-1 escape from Michael. But yeah, Michael style is a little bit different. Has great defense from what I've seen. Ooh, nice shot right there off the edge. Looks like that head got to the nose of Michael.
All right, we're going to take just a minute here to see what's going on.
That might have broke his nose, honestly.
I missed it. I was looking up at the score clock.
Yeah, he circled off, or he circled back himself in, right there on the edge, straight double, head, hands defense, right? Catches the nose. The crown of that head caught the nose of Michael. Great awareness, though, from Slade to circle back in and shoot that off.
Yeah, he looks like he's regrouping here, getting a drink, and about to head back to the center of the mat. Physical boys out here.
Yeah.
I'm not wrestling one of them.
Yeah. Michael looking to...
Ooh, went out, came back in.
Michael looking to really push the pace. I think he wants to settle that energy. He's moving forward, but looks like he gets a little bit out of control. So right here, this last 15 seconds in the period is going to be super important. Shot from Slade, nothing. Michael looks to run around. No points awarded as they go out of bounds.
Alrighty, we have the waning seconds of the first period. That was a pretty action-packed first period for one takedown. Both wrestlers throwing it out there. Nickel going to take bottom to start the second period. He is down 2-1.
Crucial situation right here. Slade looking to ride that right side ankle.
No, never mind.
Looking for a reversal right here.
And there's a reversal from Michael. He takes a 3-2 advantage.
Slade goes to the sit position. Damari, Michael pulls him in a little bit over there on the edge. I think it's good wrestling from both of these young men. Gonna have to make sure there's a finish as they go out of bounds, and there's gonna be a fresh start.
So we have 1:19 left in the second period. Michael's up 3-2 over Brent Slade. Still half of the match left to wrestle. I think even if Southeast Polk wins this match, they're going to fall short of that 225-point match.
Oh, really?
They're currently sitting at 217 and a half. This would be 4 points for a win, and this is their last final. I think.
No, they got the 215 they're holding.
Oh, Hanson?
Yeah.
Hanson at 215. My bad. So they got to get 2 wins.
Yeah.
Hanson will be taking on Drayshawn Ross. Tall task.
Definitely a tall task.
But again, we're wrestling. We've seen it already tonight.
We've seen everything. Shot. Looking for a re-attack right there. Slade, nothing.
Slade was up and out, obviously tied the score. We're at 3-3. 40 seconds left in the second period. Still a lot of action out of these two.
Yeah. It's like two Rams button heads out there. Mike's gonna have to be careful here, not chase. Slade doing a great job of keeping them off balance.
Denari, even though he's been pretty active and wrestling pretty well here, he's another one that can kind of lull ya, and then boom, blast ya before you even know what happened.
Short time, 11 seconds. Can you score in that 11 seconds? Make sure it's not a returnable point. So I assume Slade's gonna choose bottom.
Yep, looks like he's going to. Got Hawkeye All-American Justin Smith in the corner.
One of the people that Jason Christensen spoke highly about.
Yeah.
We interviewed him earlier.
Big influence on the son, Gabe.
Yes.
So it is going to be 4-3. 2 minutes left. They're on their feet.
High pace!
We got a lot of Ames people right behind us.
Yes, we do. Southeast Polk has the team title locked up, like you said, Dustin. What's your go-to attack? How do you score?
I'm looking for a high crotch all day long. Heavy on the head, let him pop up.
And Michael has a reversal and escape. Slade has an escape, 2 escapes, and a takedown.
Yeah.
So Michael hasn't been able to find his way to the
And I
legs.
don't think we have a stall call.
No stalls.
Minute 19.
Nothing as they go off the edge.
Both guys hand fighting. Slade backing up a little bit here. Denari holding center. This has been everything we hoped for. There's a warning on Slade.
And that's going to be huge potentially, depending on what happens over the next 48 seconds.
Michael, coach is letting him know. Make sure you know he's getting warned. Just keeps moving forward. Here's a reshot by Slade.
But he's continuing to move forward.
I mean, that's a pass. You don't get a stall for that.
No, I agree.
Absolutely not. Now again, maybe. Here we go.
In college you would? This isn't college,
not in high
folks.
school.
This is high school wrestling. But Michael's going to have to push the pace if he wants an opportunity.
There's a shot.
Trey W gets to it, nothing, they go out of bounds.
Again, I don't think that's stalling. Just
Definitely not
defending.
stalling, it's
That's
sprawling.
Michael driving him off the mat.
Yeah.
And now Michael's a little slow getting back to the center.
Yep. 25 seconds left. What's gonna happen here? Shot, oh my goodness. Stall call, Michael doesn't recognize that he had got the stall call. Slade gets a run around, 2-point takedown.
It should be 6-5.
6-4, no 6-4. He didn't know. Oh my goodness.
Is that the right score?
Yeah, it's 6-4. It was 4-3. He gets a stall call, and then he shoots because he doesn't think he has a stall call. Slade with great mat awareness gets a run around. Denari up to his feet, 6-5, but he can't run. He can't run.
Still got 5 seconds.
Short time. Slade is going to win.
Oh,
and he hits
not
a
good.
flex and a yell. I don't mind the emotion. I don't mind the emotion. These are young men. They're finding themselves. It was a great battle. You gotta appreciate the battle. Congratulations to Brent Slade on his 190-pound state.
And how they help high school athletes.
Okay, so basically what we do is we create customized nutrition plans to help these kids manage their weight. We help them figure out what's the best weight class for them to go to. A lot of times they're asked to go to some weights that are not the healthiest and safest for them, and to be effective for the whole year to compete at the state level when they get here. So what we try and teach our kids are healthy habits, how to maintain weight, how to cut weight the correct way or manage your weight the correct way. Make sure their hydration levels are right. So we use an in-body 570 machine that we use to scan the kids. It gives us all sorts of information about their hydration levels, where their water's going, how much information is in their body, how much muscle mass, and to make sure that they maintain a healthy body fat percentage throughout the year.
So kind of like the total package then.
Yeah, and so then we meet with the kids. Yeah, we meet with the kids every week, every 2 weeks. You know, we started with college, and college is a lot different than high school. You got to make weight once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. These kids are making weight every, 3 to 4 days, sometimes 3 times a week, and it's hard on their bodies. And so what we're trying to do is maintain their muscle mass and make sure they're peaking at the end of the season instead of being depleted and broken down.
Absolutely. And so, what has that progression been like for you? What made you start? And then what has that progression been like since you started with your high school athletes?
I think what made us start is that we just started seeing a pattern of losing too many great wrestlers to the sport because of the process. Just getting burned out from starting to cut weight at such a young age. By the time they get to high school or the college level, they're just tired of it. They're burned out. They haven't done it the right way, haven't been educated, and we all did it the wrong way, right? We didn't eat, we didn't drink water, we did things the wrong way. My kids automatically drink a gallon of water even when they're trying to make their weights. We have some rules that we put into place to make sure they're doing it in a healthy way. And so I just got really tired of seeing our great wrestlers, come out here and not be able to perform because of bad bad nutrition. And so I think the progression for us, what we saw is, we started with some elite wrestlers that want to take the next level, and now it's progressed to where we work with, kids that are just starting in 8th grade, all the way up to kids that are going to D1 level. And that's kind of how the progression has started. It's not just about the state champs. It's about the kids who are just starting the sport, teaching them the right way to do things from the start. And now we got girls really stepping up that, there wasn't a lot of them in the sport. And so they didn't have to make weight to be competitive. They just would go out there. But now, there's 1,600 girls at the girls' state tournament this year. A 400% increase from last year. So it's getting more competitive, and they've never been taught how to do the right thing with nutrition or how to maintain their weight a healthy way. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That's how the progression is.
So before we let you go, where do they find you?
So we are in Clive, Iowa, 1300 Northwest, 100 Street, and then we'd also opened the second location now in Corrigal, in the Iowa River Landing. So we're really excited about that. Probably half of our state qualifiers this year have come from that part of the state. So this year, not to pat ourselves on the back, but we ended up having 24 of our Ekin athletes in the semifinals, and 15 of those made it to the finals tonight. So that Slade match was exciting as heck. That was great to watch him. He had to move up a couple weight classes, so it's not just about going down a weight. Sometimes it's about moving up and getting ready for the next level.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Joey. Thank you for what you've done for me in my career. Absolutely. I appreciate that, and I appreciate your friendship. Keep up the great work with Iowa High School Wrestling and just sports and everything that you're doing that positively impacts the community down here and across the state.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me down.
Thanks for coming. Back at 215 pounds, where sophomore Drayshawn Ross is taking on Holden Hansen of Southeast Polk, the senior. Ross, the number 1 seed, Hansen, the number 2 seed. Hansen comes in with a 31-3 mark. Ross, a 46-0 mark, and looks to be on a mission. He's already racked up 3 takedowns and is on his way to a 6-2 lead at this point in time. This is a big match for Southeast Polk. They're currently sitting at 221.5 pounds, 221.5 points.
He might be sitting at that also.
If they were able to pull off the upset here, they would be able to set the all-time Iowa High School State Tournament scoring record. But right now they're down 6-2, and that looks to be a tall task at this point in time. We are just under a minute to go.
Ross, a football and wrestling athlete.
Yeah, it's got some Division I, some big-time Division I looks. Scholarship offers, from what I understand.
Yes, he's done an amazing job just continuing to develop and grow. Has a amazing, I would say, mat awareness, very physically, I would say, imposing, and just very competitive.
I remember watching this young man run at a track meet 8th grade, and it looked like
And we're going to call that a night.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. There we go. There's your 215-pound state champion from Fort Dodge, Drayshawn Ross.
It's honestly really, really amazing to see. He has a different array of skills.
Backflip!
We'll be right back with you. Alrighty, we're here with Southeast Polk head coach Jake Agnich. Obviously sealed up a state championship tonight. I know your goal was to break the all-time tournament record, or maybe it wasn't your goal. I don't know, maybe it was other people's goal. Talk to us a little bit about whether that was something you guys looked at coming in. Obviously, you probably looked at it, but how important was that to you?
I mean, the ultimate goal was to just win a state title. But, you know, the point record was something we talked about, something that our guys wanted. And I think we kind of, I don't want to say expected to win, but, you know, talking about that point total record kind of gave our guys some extra motivation to really get after it. So
yeah, I think you're going to end on 221 and a half,
yep.
3.5 points short, 4.5 points short,
yep.
3.5. So, again, you're talking about the greatest team ever, and you're 3.5 points short of that.
That was a really good team.
That's one place.
Yeah, and
you know
I think that puts us as the second highest team total ever. I think Ballard was like 220 at some point.
Okay.
So correct me if I'm wrong on that, but so yeah, it was an awesome tournament. I'm super pumped.
Cool. Talk a little bit about tonight at 4 in the finals.
Yep.
Came away with
5 in the finals. So Nico DeSalvo obviously won. I expected him to win. But I think Carter Pearson and Mike Slade right there, you know, after a disappointing end to last year here at the state tournament for them, it was really just awesome to see them come out on top and get wins. And I knew they were good enough to be state champs. It just hadn't happened for them yet, so it was, I'm super happy.
Yep. Absolutely. Obviously, you had a Hanson and
Hanson, Trinary. You know, just they went up against really tough guys, and you know, that's part of the sport. We kind of, you know, we had game plans for them, but sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, and anything can happen on this night, as you know.
Correct.
When you, Jake, when we grew up kind of in the same like time frame era, when you think about your career as a coach, like coming after someone who's as, you know, heralded and as the godfather of Southeast Polk wrestling, as Dustin says, what has that been like for you making your own footsteps, running a program your way? What has that been like for you?
Yeah, it's been really fun. I think I'm super lucky. We were able to keep the entire coaching staff the same outside of Coach C. So that's been a super easy transition. And then, you know, we brought in a few younger guys and just kind of bring my own style, or, you know, we're a little bit different, but we do a lot of the same things. So, you know, our culture is still really good, and our kids love to wrestle and they compete hard. And I think my love for the sport kind of maybe they see that and they want to compete more and they want to train all year, and they, you know, it's been really good. I've been lucky enough to also have Coach C around to help me out whenever I need anything too.
That's awesome. Yep. That's awesome.
So talk, obviously you're the program to beat right now. 20 2024 state champions.
Yep.
So until this tournament starts next year, you're the team to beat.
Yep.
And then it's a clean slate, and everybody goes. So to young coaches or coaches getting into it or coaches that want to strive to have a program at this level, what does a 12-month program look like for a program like Southern College? Or first of all, is it a 12-month program or is it just a 3-month program?
I mean, we're definitely more than a 3-month program. You know, I think just getting involved with Iowa USA Wrestling has been super important for us. Obviously, Coach C is the president or the chairman of Iowa USA, and I'm super involved with Iowa USA through different dual teams in Fargo and everything. So, you know, if you want to have a good team, you got to train year-round for the most part now. You know, obviously we have like Holden Hansen wrestles 3 months a year. Yeah. But for the most part, most of our guys are in the room 6 to 9, 10 months a year. So it's important to us.
So, I mean, I couldn't let you leave without, you know, taking you. I know we've talked about this, but my own son has been involved in wrestling now for 2 years, and being a part of your program, Coach Cook, Coach Morrow, Coach Evans, and the rest of your staff and yourself, like, I've watched you over the last year turn my young son into a young man, and talk about, like, you know, a kid that comes in a year ago, he doesn't care about wrestling at all, and now I'm just getting text messages from him tonight, like, what club can I join, when can I start wrestling again? So what separates your program that you're able to take a kid like that doesn't, you know, wrestling is not a part of their life, and all of a sudden, you know, he's been involved in baseball, track, soccer, you know, everything, and now it seems like he's in 3 months of being a part of your program, just wants to be a wrestler now.
Yeah.
So what is it that makes that happen?
I think our coaching staff is the best. We have junior varsity, whatever you want to call it. We don't call it that. We call it Jeff's varsity. We have a coach for our second string guys, we have a coach for our third string guys, coach for our fourth string guys, and they treat that like that's their varsity team. And the kids love that. So, I mean, we have the best coaches. Super lucky to be around guys like Jeff Evans and Aaron Morrow. They do an awesome job with kind of those guys that are coming up and just starting, and you know the kids really are drawn to them, and they love their experience with them.
Yeah, it's great to hear you say everyone, they kind of have their role, right? Everybody flourishes in that role. Again, not to sound too much about my son, but you're saying the other night, he goes, man, Dad, we can max out at these many points, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I go, your goal's going to break that record. He goes, he kind of put his chest out, he goes, yep, but they won't get there if I'm not there cheering them on. So.
No, it's awesome. You know, I think we try to be a family and try really hard to make everybody feel important in our program, and I think we do a pretty good job.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations
Thank
on
you
your
very
state
much.
championship. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening.
Of course, thank you.
Presenting you for our class 190 in 8th place, Kate Hoffner, Southwest Valley. 7th place, Jacob Bishop, Hinton. 6th place, Drew Lansing, Wapsie Valley. 5th place, Kate White, National Whitetail. 4th place, Landon Fernandez, South 3rd place, Nathan White, Dakota Valley. Runner-up, Ralph Johnson, Baker Williams. And your Class 1A, 190-pound champion from North Clarksville, McKinney Wilker. Presenting Class 2A, 190-pound awards, Coach Roy Bruce. 8th place, Parker Morris.
Hey, good luck.
Gardner Miguel Ventura. 7th place, Zach Edelman, Dyke Harper. 6th place, Dale Burmaster, Hampton Devon Cal. 5th place, Katie Gilmore, Perry. 4th place, Thomas Sexton, Detroit. 3rd place, Brody Simpson, Ballard. Runner-up, Ben Bryant, North Polk. And your Class 2A 190-pound champion from Shelton, South Bryant, Jared Roos. Presenting Class 3A 190-pound award, Assistant Coach Tucker Morrison. In 8th place, Isaac Thatcher, Fort Madison. 7th place, Colby Gibbons, Wisconsin. 6th place, Katie Gibbons, Riverdale. 5th place, Amy Parker, Joaquin Northwest. 4th place, Jackson Van Clay, Bella. 3rd place, Brandon Kester, Devonor. Runner-up, Denai Michael, Baines. Class 3A 190-pound champion of Southeast Polk, Grant Slade. Here are the championship matches, 285 pounds. Class 3A, Katie Musgrove, Women Show Up, Daniel Herrera, Baines. Class 3A, Mason Connect.
Alrighty, here we go. We are set for our last match of the night.
Class 2A,
285 pounds. We have the #1 seed, Caden Weatherall of Waverly Shellrock, taking on the #3 seed, Daniel Herrera. Comes in with a 17-0 record, where Weatherall is 36-4. Herrera probably was the crowd favorite for the #1 seed, but missed some matches this year and wound up with a 3 seed. He's out to a 2-0 start, 20 seconds into the match.
Yeah, really just changed direction real nicely right there.
This kid wrestles like he's 150 pounds.
Yeah, that's dangerous, because he didn't used to wrestle like that. Or he wrestled, I would say he used to wrestle like that in spurts.
Yeah.
And now it seems as though he's wrestling like that with a different type of consistency.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's going to play football at Iowa State. No?
No, he will not be playing football at Iowa State.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just going to wrestle.
Just going to wrestle.
Yeah.
All right. I thought he was going to try to do the duel. He extends his lead to 4-1.
And Weatherall, he's been able to, he's doing a great job of fending off some of the offensive attempts from the top position from Herrera. Herrera looking for opportunities.
Yep, he's going to cut him, go 4-2. That's 20 seconds left in the period. Don't see that a whole lot.
Yep.
Not going to make a difference. That was physical.
Slightly.
Just basically threw Weatherly to the ground. Weatherall, excuse me.
Weatherall, a rugby player as well.
Big rugby town up there in Waverly.
Hey, you can wrestle, let's go!
Inspired by his brother, Gabriel Herrera Jr.
was 64-0 in California. Started in wrestling at the age of 5 by his dad, Gabriel Herrera Sr. Another beautiful action right there from Herrera.
He is just so quick and so explosive. Now he's going to look to run a bar on.
I know he spent he's an Iowa State commit, like you said, and I know he spent some time in the Iowa State Wrestling Room with the Cyclone Regional Training Center, and anytime you have to wrestle younger Bastida, you're going to get better.
Right? Better on your feet for sure.
For sure.
He's looking to get a foul here. Was not able to get it.
Love the fight for Caden Weatherall right there. Didn't quit.
30 seconds left in the second period. It's 12-3 advantage for Herrera.
Shot right there from Weatherall. Run around. And Herrera has a rare combination of height, size, quickness.
Yeah, I mean, his quickness is...
I would love to see this match last year with Ben. I would love to see it because it's two different body types, but they're both like formidable athletes.
Right. Weatherall going to take down, and Herrera's going to cut him. He ain't quitting. He's ready to go out and get a takedown.
Yeah.
You can see it in his face.
For
I
sure.
love it. And there he goes. Olay.
But I like the energy right there from Weatherall.
Yeah.
He's continuing to compete, and sometimes you can be outmatched, right? And
then you have a choice to make.
You have a choice, right? A decision. And I think wrestling is a beautiful sport that teaches that or allows you to learn that. Nice high C from Herrera. Collects out of the leg, gets a double leg takedown. I think he's gonna look for a turn and maybe look to solidify the match on top. But I think when you're finishing your high school career, you like to finish with a pin if you can. Weatherall gets to his feet, gets the escape. Herrera peeks at the clock. Oh my.
16-5, now 18-5. 45 seconds left in the match.
Weatherall gets flattened out over there on the edge. Herrera up 13 points.
J.P. Williams out of Carlisle, your official on the whistle. Michael Winklepek out of Sioux City on the outside is the official. Herrera still attacking. He's up 18-6 and he's still attacking, going off the mat with 10 seconds left.
He's really pressing himself. Weatherall still competing. Herrera with another shot. Nothing there.
Yeah, I got to shout out to Weatherall, man. He wrestled the whole match.
Yeah.
I think as a coach, you got to be happy with that performance.
Yeah, you have to.
Congratulations to Ames, state champion. 2024 heavyweight Daniel Herrera. Thank you all for joining us.